Lou, what's good, bro? Dallas, pop out, rock out bars, what's good? Joe said number one. Hmm. Dad, every time. Phil was good. Dallas was good. How you feeling, man? He said I'll be around for watching the show. It's all good, Joe. It's all good, bro. All good. Be safe, my brother. Just got off facts. What you just got off work or you just got off live? I don't know why I'm not getting your notifications. I gotta start just checking in. You said work. Oh, okay. Phil was good. How you liking my AR, Brody? That motherfucker hard, bro. I don't know, said I'm no longer Scuba Steve. Yeah, it was good while it lasted. Yeah, Phil, I like the AR, bro. It's hard. I like the AR. I'm feeling it, man. I like it a lot. How do you like it is the question. How you like the AR, Phil? I like it, but how do you like it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all get y'all asses in here. See, we got the new build on the way. I might put this together tonight. I ain't gonna lie. He said I like it more than all my guns. I bet. For the price you pay, you better like it more than all your guns. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the AR together tonight, man. Well, put the lower together tonight. Not on live though, cause they for surely gonna hit me with a strike. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the AR together outside the live, and then I'm gonna post a little video. I'm gonna make a video. So not gonna lie, the only reason I didn't like Scuba Steve was because my account on my TV and it looks stupid. What you mean? What you mean because of the account on your TV? I don't know what you talking about, bro. Yeah, man, I'm just getting off work. I'm chilling. Phil said, I'll admit I went way over budget on that movie. I already know you did. You ain't got to tell me, but you know what, Phil? What they say? Buy once, cry once. Buy once, cry once, bro. You know what I'm saying? You said exactly what you... Phil, you said exactly what you needed to say in the chat. You said, I won't be buying another gun for a long time. So, yeah, it's all good, bro. You've been talking about this MK18 for a minute. I'm happy you got it. It may wasn't built like you wanted to be built, but you could build it the way you want it. I don't know. So every time I use my TV, it says Scuba Steve. That was the best time. Oh, well. Trevor said, what's the handle to hand? What's the hand to hand weapons? Where's the hand to hand? Oh, you talking about the knives, bro? Are you talking about knives? I got knives. Phil said that's how I'm gonna do it. Build it the way I want it. Facts. Oh, I ain't got no knives in the live, but I got knives. Vontae, now. I got knives. I just ain't put them in here. Brass knuckles? No, I don't fuck with brass knuckles, bro. I don't know. Said you sound sleepy. Not sleepy at all. I sound like me. But no, I ain't never owned a pair of brass knuckles. I ain't never really liked brass knuckles. I'm excited to see your build. Hey, thank you, Phil. I'm excited myself. I just gotta scrape up the money to get what I want. Trevor said, haha, respect. Yeah, I ain't never owned them. I used to play with them, though. Like, I had friends who would carry them around. I just wasn't a fan of brass knuckles. But yeah, Phil, I can't wait neither, bro. I don't know, man. If Social not up to hop on Black Ops 6 Zombies, then I'm going to build the AR tonight, man. I'm going to build it tonight and see how far I can get. Because this should be irritating. When you put the lore together, it be super irritating. But I don't need any tools, so we going to see. Said Glock or Smith & Wesson? That's a great question. I'm going Glock, bro. I ain't going to lie. As you can see, I ain't got no Smith & Wesson laid out. I'm going Glock. I ain't gonna lie, man. I forgot to put a gun out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going Glock though. I'm gonna be honest. Cause I ain't shot Smith and Wesson in a while, so I can't really say Smith and Wesson over Glock for me. I don't know, Six, you got an upper yet? No, not yet, bro. I'm broke. I ain't gonna lie. Chanson, welcome to the live. What's up, fam? New lure. I got 3 lures being built right now. It's hella fun building them joints. What's up, Chanson? What's up, my guy? Yeah, I only got 1 lure. They a pain in the ass, though, bro. I think the only thing I'm gonna have problems with is putting that trigger in, because I always have problems putting the trigger in. We got 46 people in the live. Don't be shy. Y'all come on over and like. I don't know, say, ain't you going 14.5? Nah, bro, I'm going either 11.5 or 12.5. Mark, what's good? Los Rack, what's good? Rudy said, yerd. Trevor said, game changer going Smith & Wesson any 2020 or newer model are okay. I feel it, Trevor. Chanson said, BCM lower kit, fire. Facts. I had to, bro. You know, thanks to everybody that I've met along the way, I've gotten my knowledge up. So, yeah, BCM is like the cheapest route. You know what I'm saying? Because I did an Aero Precision build, so I was like, what's better than Aero Precision but expensive? BCM. Because the BCM lower parts kit is cool, and then you got what? BCM, Geisley, and what is that? Daniel. I can't afford none of them, so I had to go BCM. Phil said BCM parts hella good because the gun store employee wanted to put a BCM. I mean, they not bad. They not bad, Phil. Where G21? I ain't got no G21 yet. Deshaun said, you think a G22 Gen 4 is good? Hell yeah, get it. Are you asking me because you want it? Get it. I don't know, said I thought you had said something about Nah, I don't know. That was me. I did want to do a 14.5 inch, but I'm not doing it no more. Because this is the thing. If I do a 14.5 inch, right, and I throw a suppressor on it, then it's going to be a rifle. That's stupid. I might as well do like 11 and a half or 12 and a half, because when I throw that suppressor on there, it shouldn't be a rifle. It should be right under. But it all depends on how long I go. Pat said hi. Welcome to the live, Pat. I'm late. Better late than never. Rudy said, thought you was doing 10.5. Nah, Rudy, I was doing 14.5, but I changed it to 11. 11 and a half or 12 and a half. Mark said, BCM, hell yeah. No spaghetti, English only. Yeah, I can only understand English, guys. How everybody feeling, though? Tesso said, do you need a hug? No, I don't need no hug. I'm not, I ain't having a bad day. Do you need a hug? Tesso, you need a hug? Pat said that 11 and a half gonna be facts. It's gonna be fire, Pat. It's gonna be fire. I can't wait. I'm excited. I might put my stuff together tonight and make a video. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I make the video, y'all might hear some talking, but you know, it is what it is. Tesso said always. Phil said, I was just curious. I'm not knocking their parts. People do rave about BCM from what I see. Yeah, BCM cool. Emo said, what's up, man? What's good? Yeah, Phil, BCM cool, bro. I'm not gonna, I mean, I ain't like you. I ain't got no Daniel now, but that BCM gonna hit. L-Town said, what you think about the TX22 with the FRT? I want it. That's what I think about it. I want that motherfucker. I can't find one in stock anywhere. And when they were in stock, I didn't buy them like I was supposed to. But what I think about TX22, I want it. I really want it badly. I found the FRTs. I just can't find the TX22. Mark said BCM is a great company. Facts. I haven't heard anything bad about them. Like I said, I think it go BCM, Geisley, and then Daniel. He said he wanted but can't have it. He said, yeah, do a lower build video. Pat, for sure. I'm going to have my wife record it. Either I'm going to have my wife record it, but I don't know. She's going to be complaining because it's going to be like a 30-minute video. Said, who is he? Who is who? Who is who, Pat? L-Town said, we got the TX22 everywhere here in South Georgia. You lucky. You know what? I'll take that back. I can find the TX22, but they selling them in compact now. I don't want no compact. Rudy said, you know, I got you on that. Yeah, I already know. Pat said, Scuba Steve. What you mean, Pat? I don't know. It's Scuba Steve. Yeah. L Town said 329 new full size. Facts. Hey, L Town, just to let you know, in the live, you got to put 329 cheeseburgers or beans because YouTube don't like that. They think it's selling. That could get me knocked. That could get my live kicked. I don't know, said I'm back. Yeah, just to let y'all guys know, if y'all posting numbers in the chat, it gotta be 329 cheeseburgers, no dollar signs. Cause they'll kick my live. He said, make a good flash can. CAC, okay. I heard about CAC. TV, welcome to the live. How do you like the comp and threaded barrel on the 40? TV, I don't really like it. I ain't gonna lie. L Town said, my bad. Now you good, bro. He said, but you not mod. Yeah, Pat, you remember the whole, you remember Pat. Phil said, will they ever make drop-in FRT for Glock? I don't know. Yeah, Emo, I heard about CAC TV. I really don't like my comp. Maybe I gotta get used to it. Emo said fluted barrel or no. No. Emo, no. He said, oh yeah, I forgot. Mark said looking to get a flow through can. Okay. See, I don't know much about cans. TV said 43X FRT is dropping. I ain't know that. Yeah, TV, I do have a comp. I really don't. It works. It does work. I don't really like it like that. But like I told my boy Pat, maybe I just got to take it to the range by myself. Because when I be going to the range, I be with my boys, which it's not a problem. But everybody want to see everybody gun. I be want to see my boys. They want to see mine. And then, you don't really get the time to really focus and shoot your shit because, everybody. But like I said, I'm not mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just got to take it by myself so I can figure out what I don't like about it. Pat said that 43X need a ramjet. Facts. You ain't lying. Emo said Ken is nice for shot house type drills in the range. Okay. Directs the gas forward. Okay. L-Town said Smith & Wesson make one for the 9. Mike. What you talking about, L-Town? Emo said not a suppressor, no tax stamp necessary. Emo, what you talking about? Oh, you talking about a can? Okay, same shit though. So wait, it's not a suppressor, but huh? Pat, any 26X updates? TV said I trust my 43X FRT more than any aftermarket trigger. Oh, you got an FRT in your 43X? That's what's up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I trust my 43X. I just don't like how it shoot with that comp. It shoot better with the comp. It's just I don't know how to explain it. Emo said yes, sir. L Town said FRT for Smith. Yeah, they got one for Smith & Wesson for sure. It's a Freedom finger trigger. They got one for the Smith & Wesson and for the Glock. And the TX22. Well, actually, I don't know if they got one for the Glock. Damn, so it's a can. What can? And you said it's a can by CAC? I gotta check them out. Lou said, I don't know what you talking about. How big your hands? I need me a man size for real, LOL. What you talking about? Pat said they sent me an email about adding I want number 420 in their notes. Rudy said in the Rock 57. Yeah, they got the FRT coming too for the Rock 57. Emo said especially if you're training with other people, it helps shoot in close quarters because the gases from the end of your rifle aren't expanding outward as much, so people can't shoot. Oh, and you said it's a CAC. What is it called again, Emo? L-Town said, look up the DPMS Kitty Cat. That's my next. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know, sis. So you getting number 420? Pass it, I think so. We got 59 people in the live. Don't be afraid to like. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to drop a sub and turn your notifications on all. We going crazy. Emo said CAC makes a decent flash can. Oh, so it's a flash can. It's not a suppressor. That's what you meant. Okay, Emo. Thank you for that. Hell yeah. Yeah, my boy Pat got me right. You feel me? But any more opinions, suggestions, I'll take it. Rudy said they just dropped a 12 gauge AR FRT. That bad boy. What? They got an FRT for shotguns now? You buy it, I shoot it, not the M18. Yeah, you feel me? Big boy. Emo said exactly. I appreciate you, bro. I don't know, say you should get a weed plant in the grip of your 420. Hell yeah. They'll say anyone in the chat has a rare breed FRC. If so, can I use a different safety selector other than the one it came with? Will it run the same? That's a great question. I don't really know too much about that. Maybe somebody will see it and tell you. What's up, chat? We got 71 people in the live. Now we back to 58. I like that. I like that. I may not be shadow banned no more. I like that. Mark said you grow back to where you were with the size of this live. Mark, exactly. I'm getting back to where I was with the live. I appreciate you for noticing that. You know where I used to be. I used to be 59 to 80. I'm holding it. Rudy said I got a kitty cat. Ooh, Rudy, send it in the Discord, bro. Chaos. You got to do a bufferless build on that lower. I don't know how I feel about a bufferless build. Chaos. How would it run though? Cause I've always been curious about the bufferless builds. L-Town said they make an AK FRT also. Yeah, I know that. I bet it's sweet. Yeah, I know that, L-Town. I just didn't know they made an FRT for the shotguns. Jose said show the chrome parts on the Gen 5. You want to see the chrome parts? Luce said buy a super safety cheaper than FRT. Okay. Phil said I already got an FRT, Luce. Jacob said the super safety or FRT. LOL, go with a regular trigger. Jacob, what's good? M said you have a Mac 11. Not at all. Pat said super safety. Super safe to work. The world. T said, yo, bro, I'm 15 and I'm in the streets. T, I gotta kick you, bro. You can't be in alive if you are not 18. You cannot be in alive if you're not 18. I'm sorry, T. I'm 15. I'm in the streets. Yeah, you can't be in alive, my boy. I'm gonna touch you, bro. That sound kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of weird, bro. What you on? That's a fed, LOL. I'm telling you. He on some other. Jacob said, no, sir. Bro came in alive talking about, I'm going to touch you. What you on, bro? I don't know how to feel about that one, bro. I ain't going to lie. Luce said, working on trying to get my super working on the hipfire eclipse. What's that? I know what the super is, but what's the hipfire eclipse? I'm still learning, bro. Don't judge me. Mark said, I tried the super safe. I like those. I never got to shoot one. The closest I got to a super safe was the G-Flex, and that ain't even, you can't even compare that. Dropper said, nice hardware, soldier. Facts. I appreciate you. Emo hit the eyes. Radio said, bath sauce. Radio was good. Nice break. Silver stand out. Yeah, do stand out. Facts. M said, baby Uzi with dimper. White dimper. AZ said, what muzzle brake is on that? Now, that's not a muzzle brake, bro. That's a compensator. Emo said, yeah, the silver hardware is super clean. Yeah, that's why I got it, bro. I thought it would stand out. That's why I got it. I really like it. Luce said, Hipfire Eclipse, best AR trigger in my opinion. Oh, okay. Fail said, I emailed Rare Breed. Hold on. It's a notification. I'm getting hella notifications right now. Fail said, I emailed Rare Breed with the question. Didn't email me yet. SMH. Radio said, busy at work when it shouldn't have been. What happened, Radio? Pat said, what you break, Radio? Facts. Joe said, let's go. Live is lit. Facts. Live is where it used to be. Live is where it used to be. Hold on. Somebody said they wanted to see the silver. I got the silver for you right there. Y'all see that? That's that extended mag release. Then I got the extended slide stop. And then I got the compensator. And I got a silver barrel, too. I got the silver barrel in there, too. I had to go all silver. I was gonna get the silver on the for the magwell, but I was like, nah, I'm good. Emo said you should do silver on the bottom of the mag. Yeah, I'm gonna do that next. That's gonna come later. Jacob said, damn, we was at 89 peeps. Man, we still is. L-Town said, what state you in, bro? I'm in Nevada. Radio said, not a old plant that tries to patch things that need replaced. Man. Doc Holiday, yo, what's good, Doc? How you feeling? Pat said, Jacob said, you gonna get a magwell for the AR? I thought about it, but somebody talked me out of it. I just wanted to be different. Lex said, gotta get a 1911 one day. Missing out. Doc said, got that BCM gear. Facts. Joe said, just got a 1911. Yeah, Joe 1911. Nice. Joe made me want to get a 1911 for real, for real. Emo said, I did red and black when I built my AR. Facts. Rib said, CZ Shadow 2 or... I ain't never seen either one of them, Rib. I'ma look those up. I ain't never seen either one of them. Radio says silver magwell base plate trigger shoe. Facts. And the gun to be complete, right? We got 99 people in the live. I'm happy. I ain't gonna lie. I went from having 10 people in the live back to where I used to be. So I fuck with that. Emo said black with red hardware. Facts. Mark said, did the BCM kit come with the grip? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it did. It came with the grip. It came with the grip, Mark. Phil said you looking forward to Battlefield 6 because I definitely ain't getting Black Ops 7. Phil, I'm looking forward to both of them. I ain't never played Battlefield, so there's going to be something different. Luke said 2011. Facts. Gerald, welcome to the live. FRT that shit. I wish. Lex said, telling you once you get one, you hook to the 1911. I'm going to get one day, bro. Doc said I'm trying to get that 2011. Facts. Big Stepper said, how's it going, man? What's up, bro? Joe said, I want a zombie AR. I want a zombie handgun, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Jacob said, LOL, I made half the Discord when I get the guns I have. Yeah, Jacob, you did. Shout out to you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, chat. For y'all that don't know, Jacob made me want to get the HK. I want to get that HK, the HK VP9. That's because of Jacob. Jacob be posting that shit up in the Discord. Emo said, I fully endorse the SIG Romeo 5. Facts. Pat said, my purple vinyl wrap for the non-MOS 43X slide will be in tomorrow. Can't wait to see that. I don't know, said I want a Glock 33 and 357 SIG. That's going to be dope. You know, I never shot 357 before. I'm curious. Gerald said, second the Romeo 5. Joe deleted the message. Lou said, Shadow 2, one of my best shooters. Kind of like shooting as much as the SIG. GTO, okay. Radio said that Grey Hollowson Red Dot been looking good on some pistol builds. I gotta look that up, Radio. Gaming Zone, welcome to the live. Paul, welcome to the live. Let me borrow the blue one. Negative. Phil said Battlefield 3 was hella fun. I never played it. Yerson Lopez, welcome to the live. Rudy said they are almost finished making an FRT for them 1911. Damn. They FRT and everything. Joe said DDM4 PDW is next. Facts. Doc said you never sent me a link to the Discord, bruh. Damn, Doc, I did. I thought I sent you one. Hey, Joe, drop the Discord link for Doc. Somebody drop that Discord link for Doc. I swear I thought I sent it to you. Gerald said, any pride with the SIG? No, not at all. Hey, you know what? My SIG actually butter. I ain't gonna lie. My SIG actually butter, bro. Joe said 119 people. Facts. We got 123 people. Let's get those likes up, y'all. Don't be scared. Y'all get them likes up. I keep coming hard, man. Cause they say in order for you to like keep where your viewers at, you gotta get your likes up or something like that. I don't know. I'm still learning this YouTube stuff. Jacob said, Joe, get the 34. Big Stepper said handguns and AR platforms are banned here in Canada. You guys are lucky. Oh, you in Canada, bro? Damn. Joe said, I am. Jacob, you put me on it. Jacob said, like and sub. God bless. Facts. Pat said, the SIG P320. Pat say that shit all the time. Has the best trigger. It fires 100. Yeah, okay, Pat. Emo said, do you ever use a light laser? No, not at all, bro. I don't really like the light lasers. I don't really like them. Lil Rick, welcome to the live. I just copped 10 mil Gen 5 MOS. How you like it? How you like it? I was actually thinking about getting a Gen 5, 10 mil. Bell said, can't wait to see you get the DDM4 PDW, Joe. Facts. Emo said, Lamo Pat. Joe said, add me, Joe the guard. I'll send invites. Facts. Anybody want to get in the Discord, add Joe. Or add Pat, add one of my mods. But just know, if you want to join the Discord, bro, please don't be sensitive. You got to be 18 and you got to know your guns. And you cannot be trolling and no trying to fight with everybody. I be kicking too many people out for that. Brian said you should put an FRT in the SIG. Never. I don't know, said Pat, it fires for you. All you have to do is aim and shoot. Okay. Pat said you don't even have to touch it. LOL. Rudy said these dudes making FRTs for everything. I can't keep up with them. Hey, Rudy, you got a decent amount of FRTs, though. I ain't gonna lie. You got a decent amount. Emo said I just seen some failures on some of the newer Barrett models. Pew Pew said, oh, it's lit as a motherfucker in here. Facts, it is, bro. Cliff, welcome to the live. I'm trying to see where I can get a cheap AR upper. Shit, you can go to Palmetto. You go to Palmetto, Cliff. Big Step and say your closet thing I have to AR is my old. Oh, the closest thing. Oh, you got an SKS? You lit, bro. You lit. Pew Pew said, like it up, chat. Facts. TJ, welcome to the live. Shit, I can't even carry. Jacob said, I'm going to get an FRT for my VP9. You stupid. Joe said, Canada has good maple syrup at least. Radio said, your likes have to be at least 30% of your viewers. Okay. All right. Just copped the high point. Whoa. Joe said, Vaughn turned his back on the 10. Oh, don't do that to me, Joe. Lou said, you try that Springfield Kuna yet? Not at all. Mark said, what happened with Glocktober? Oh, we going to keep Glocktober? I just ain't started it yet. I ain't started it yet. Marcus, welcome back. Where are the super safeties at? I don't have any. Gerald said, my next is a Rosie Brawler. I heard about those. Joe said, no mid guns either. Emo said, but Canada at least gives you health care and things that can't necessarily be talked about to be understood, LOL. Yeah, y'all do get free health care. I ain't gonna lie. Tegan, Forge Lower, gross. Noor, I want that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know. I'm going to catch y'all in the Discord. Facts. Mr. August, welcome to the live. Is that a binary? Nah, not at all. Gerald, Bear Creek also or build your own? Either way. Peep said, woo. How do I get in the Discord? You gotta get the link. Pat said, I'm gonna say this: 90% of people cannot shoot an FRT and a pistol accurately. Facts. Now, carbon variant, that's like a 60-40. FRTs are range toys. Exactly. Brendan said, I got a PSA Stealth Lord. What do you recommend for a decent, cheap upper? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I do not know, Brendan. Gerald said, are you building a pistol or a rifle? I'm building a pistol. Jacob said, we at 179. Facts. Emo said, yeah, PSA has everything you need typically and will generally have somebody on hand that can direct you to what you need. Exactly. Demonte, yo, what's good? Dabs, nice airsoft. Pew said, motherfucker lit. 70. Joe said, 179 fuckers in here. Facts. Radio said, double tap that screen. Man. Joe said, like and subscribe. Pew said, I'm backing off, bro. Much love. Hell yeah, I appreciate you, Pew. Marcus said, you missing out, gang. I got so many messages, bro. I'm trying to read them all. Joe said, like and subscribe. Pew said, here we go. Big steps. I like the SKS for deer hunting. Oh, snap. Okay. Zoc said, welcome to the live, Zoc. What's good? What that tam motherfucker again? That's the P320. Money said, yeah, but healthcare is horrible. Why is it horrible? Dav said, where did you get your airsoft gun? Mark said, getting closer to 200 people. Joe said, free healthcare with insane wait times. I heard that. I heard about that, bro. Joseph said, I haven't made the jump to build my own lower. How long does it take? It could take anywhere. Heavy said, I was about to say that. Peeps said, I have a non-binary. Gerald said, ammo and training. Who got time? Somebody got timed again? Jaden said, Jesus is God and loves you, brother. Facts. Phil said, I plan on trading everything I own just to get high points. You stupid. What caliber? 5.56. Pat said, then bye, Leon. Haha, these nuts. Emo said, we have insane wait times and non-free healthcare. If I'm gonna wait forever in the lobby, I'd rather it be free. Facts. Wait, what I miss? Why people keep getting time? Detroit, welcome to the live. Put them pistols up. Do you see soldiers carrying pistols? Lil Rick said ammo suggestions for Glock 20. I don't know. Doc said, Joe, I think I added you. Joe said Detroit 313 finally. CTSV Desert Eagle 50 cal. Jacob said Federal Rick 14. Alexander, Fed Boy. Joe said I'll send the invites out after the live. Why so many people getting banned? What happened? Gerald said 20 minutes past the English. CTSV said I bought them from the pawn shop. Desert Eagle 50 cal 45 coat. Okay. All right. Jafella said, can you give me one? Negative. Pan said, yo, where can I find steel switches? I don't know. Rudy said he want that yeet cannon. Jafella said, yo, what's good, bro? It's taking me time to read all this. Y'all got to chill. Nemo said, pancake a fed, LOL. Peep said, stop timing me out. Coach, hey, what's good, Coach? Lil Rick said, I'm rocking with Horton right now. Okay. Pancake said, hell no, you is the FDA. Who? Joe, welcome to the live. Despot real quick, negative. Heavy said, let me troll. I'm here to argue with him. Philippe, Laura. Marcus said, I just picked up the FN 510. That bitch shoot like butter. Oh, you already shot it, Marcus? Ivan said, you got an FRT? Negative. Debo said, BB guns. Building your first AR? Nah. This my third one. And it's not a rifle. Cody, welcome to the live. Where's your red dot for the M18? I don't want one. Mark said, what up, Heavy? Peep said, fed in the chat. Who? Andrew said, Sig P320. Felipe said, you got a 43X? Of course. Foodie said, nice start. Needs to add a Smith 500. Facts. Mario, welcome to the live. James, welcome to the live. Laban, FRT, hell yeah, negative. Heavy said, what's up, Mark? How you been? Joe said, hop on that COD Zombies. I will later. Pancake said, yo, I got a baby Glock 26 trying to get a who? ARP. Switch. That Desert Tan is so nice. Facts. Welcome to the live. Naked and Famous said, FN 509, my best handgun. Whoa, your name crazy, bro. Mark said, tired and old. Mark, how old are you, bro? JB said, I'm going to bed. Joe said, shadow ban has been lifted. LOL. It has been lifted. Gio said, 67. Joe, it's been lifted. Heavy said, for real, Joe. LOL. Felipe, I got a 43X with an OLED ball. Mini shoots like a dream. Really? I wonder, is it because the light give it some weight? Foodie said, you got a Springfield XDM Elite? Negative. Phil said, I want to build an AR as my next AR so I can learn how to do it. That's the best way, bro. That's the best way. Hey, FRTs are legal, so I don't got one. Gio said, I'm new here. Welcome, Gio. Pat said, pancake switches are illegal. Stop talking about them. Exactly. Jacob said, I will not get a red dot for a SIG P320. That shit gonna start aiming by itself. You funny as hell. Pancake said, if you ain't talking switches, I don't want to talk. Okay, Pancake. Mark said 54. Anthony said ghost gun. Negative. Self-snitching. Who? That Desert Tan is so nice. Facts. I'm lifted. Hey, y'all gotta stop spamming the chat, bro. Y'all gonna get timed out. Emo said fig. The German MP40 is nice. SMG. Crap shit. Facts. Gio said I like those guns. Appreciate you. Wristlock said, show me the 18. I got one. I also have a Glock 17 Gen 3. Do you have one too? Negative. Azura said, why only striker fire pistols? Because that's what I like. Anthony said, hi, what up? Heavy said, hit that like button. Facts. Joe said, pay my house off, gang. Negative. William said, fuck, suck, seriously, there's way better guns out there. That's cool, William. Bring your best one. What's the best AR-762 setup? I don't know. Loco said, the one with the silver tip. What's that? That's a compensator. That's a 43X. Felipe said a little bit, but I got the shield arms mag, 15 round and 20 round. Yeah. Bo, welcome to the live. You doing buffer or blowback? I'm doing buffer, bro. Gerald said CZ Scorpions and awesome Yep, facts. Awesome PDW. What's good, Brody? What's good, Pi? Jacob said, Gerald, I have a Scorpion. Which one do you daily more? What I daily more? My Echelon. Naked in the Face is a clothing brand. I got Glock 18. Oh, huh. Pancake said I got a Mossberg 590 ready to clap. Okay. Gerald said FRT with the drum is fun when it runs. Facts. Peep said the chat carries the SD9. Gio said this. Edwin said Banshee 57 AR. Loco said 43X code for real. I appreciate you, bro. PP said just the you talking about the comp, bro? You gotta stop saying the tip, bro. You gotta say the comp, bro. Gio said the gun with the blue is hella cool. Thank you, bro. Grant said, yo, welcome in. Wristlock said, can you show the M18 also? To each their own with the guns they have. Not everyone is gonna like with another. Yeah, exactly. Cody said, what is your current favorite holster? Tier 1. Buffer or blowback. It's the AR platform. Buffer 2, bro. Joe said, are those airsoft? Pat said they're hard metal. Okay, welcome to the live. All y'all pump faking in the comments. PP said pizza. Turn, welcome to the live. I have a custom CZ Scorpion with a lot of upgrades. That's what's up. Felipe said, what you think about them XDM Elites? They cool. Joe Mama said, turn that dangerous SIG in and get a Beretta 92, folk. Okay. Pancake said, what's the most reliable drum? 9mm for Glock. I don't know. High said, where do I get a 22 round for my Glock 23? Try Gun Mag Warehouse. Chill, welcome to the live. Is that FN10? Negative. Negative, bro. Phil said the tip funniest. That's what I'm saying, bro. Why you keep saying the tip? Marcus said, bro, don't know what a compensator is. I don't really know how to explain what a comp is. I mean, it helps. Comp is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta look it up. Mark said, best 762. Khalil H Gen 2. Okay, chill Will. Is that a FN? Nah, this is a SIG P320 M18. What you think about an AR-10 308 with a 4-inch barrel? That's too short, bro. That's too short. Gerald said, what's that on the top right? The top right, that's the FN. I mean, that's the PSA Rock 57. Jacob said, Lemo, I like that tip on that Glock. Felipe said, you got a 1911? Negative. The special alpha said, where do I get a switch? We can't talk switches in the chat, bro. Christopher said, okay, that's good. Gerald said it's compensate. Yeah. Yeah, it works for recoil. But, like, he trying to say, like, I don't know what he trying to say. But a compensator, pretty much, it helps with recoil. That's really it. Bando said, 19 Gen 5 facts. MTF 911. What you talking about? Joe said, switches are illegal. Stop talking about them. Yeah, you can't talk about them, bro. Felipe said, comp helps with the recoil to get back on target. Facts. You fuck with that 5.7 lower over the original? Yeah. Dre, welcome to the live. What barrel on the 43X? NDZ. If you ain't heard of them, y'all, shop at NDZ. That's where I got my barrel from. Jacob said a compensator is an extension. Yeah, exactly. E-Ray said, where you get them blue attachments for the Glock? Everywhere. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Switches aren't legal. FRTs are. Exactly. Herb said, I've got the P365 macro and love it. Facts. I wanted one before. King Break said, that looked like my air gun collection. Okay. Joe said, switches are illegal. Stop talking about them. Hi, welcome to the live. Ryan said, talk about FRTs. I don't know much about FRTs, bro. Charles said, are you worried about the safety? No, not at all. I don't even carry my P320. Felipe said, comp helps with recoil and somewhat barrel. Yeah, it do. Bando, welcome to the live. What brand is your base plate? For the Glock, it's not a base plate. It's a +5, but I forget what it's called. It's like Warren something with a W. I got to look it up. Cody said, comp helps to, in a way that keeps the going. Yeah, exactly. What's them Glocks? 43X and a 19. Jacob said, Joe, if you see another person talk about switches, ban them or time them out. Nah, we teach them. Yeah. Y'all gotta stop talking about switches in the live. Y'all gotta stop spamming. If you send a message, I'm gonna read it. Don't send a message 3 times. Don't say, hi, what's that Glock? What's that Glock? What's that Glock? Because that'll mess up the live. YouTube be tripping. Because I don't think I'm shadow banned no more, but I was for a long time. So y'all gotta stop spamming. I'm gonna get to y'all. That way they don't catch themselves up too. Facts. Show us your groupings. You gonna have to watch my YouTube videos, bro. 43x build device. 43x build device. Just go with what you like, bro. Go with what you like. Felipe said, what do you prefer, 43x or 19? Felipe, 19. Ryan said FRTs are not switches. Yeah, but y'all talking about switches. JSNS said this new Glock got 33. Okay. Joe said 19. PP said base plate. Yeah, I think it's not a base plate, bro. It's a +5. But yeah, that's it. Chicken Nuggets said, what's a good protection handgun for first timers? Shit, anything you comfortable with, but I'm gonna go Glock. B-Man said you didn't read my message. My bad. What you say, B-Man? Andrew said switches, negative. JG said, what's that Glock? A 43X and a 19. Ryan said, look up FRT, bro. I know about them. Benny said, why you displaying them toy water guns? Cooper said, why y'all asking these dumbass questions, though? What's up, Cooper? Pat said, switches each equals machine gun conversion, felony, FRT, fun gun, facts. Bando said, might have to copy that 19 build, but in red. Do it. Bando, do it, bro. Ryan said, Andrew, look up a FRT. I know what a FRT is, bro. What MK is that 5.7? Upper MK1? I'm not sure, bro. I know it's a PSA Rock 5.7. Upright, the live is lit. Facts, bro. Welcome to the live, Upright. Bro, don't stream you putting them together. What you talking about, bro? Oh, yeah, negative. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. What are your thoughts? Irons versus dots. I don't like red dots. I prefer iron sights. Andrew said, can you send Canada? Naked said, essential holster, good to promise you nothing better. Is that what they call it? The essential? Gerald said, do you know what upper you're going with? I'm going with a BCM upper, Gerald. Ryan said, nah, I mean, tell Andrew to look up FRT, or if he sees it, look it up. JSNS, you got a preference for first guns? Glock 19 or 17? Ryan said, nah, I mean, homie's got a lip gloss playlist with a fruiter. What you talking about? Felipe said, 43X, keep it simple with a decent laser-like combo. And if you get an MOS, a decent red dot, you can build one with purchases of 43X. Yeah, you can. You definitely can. Lil said, let me see your favorite gun. I can't post it in here. Tyree, welcome to the live. I got a Glock 21. Put me on the attachments, gang. You got to go to Tyree. You got to kind of look around, bro. Pat said, I'm off the bed. Y'all stay safe and strapped. Pat, see you later. Emo said, I think I asked you this before. Is that a Glock 19 Gen 5? Facts. It is. Kevin said, Canada, the land of the free. Bo, welcome to the live and to the goofy ass that said it's an AR platform when I asked what for a blowback. Ryan said, opinion on 43X. I like it. It's too snappy, though, bro. Lil Bands, can I see your fave gun? I can't put it in here, bro. Cody said BCM is an awesome choice for it. Yeah, it is. Joe said 17. Jacob said, how's the grip feel on the 19? It feel good. Not said, nice builds. I can't trust that SIG, though. It's all good, bro. VA said, I'll be outside with my... I don't know about all that. I ain't finna say that word. Bando said they got Gen 5, 17, 19 threaded barrels on Combat Armory. Oh, shit. That ain't bad, bro. That is not bad. Ryan said, I got it as my first gun. I don't know, said the first gun question depends on age. If under 21, go AR. If over 21, go Glock 19. Facts. That's the best way to put that. I don't know. Bro, keep up the good work. You're going to make it far. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to respond to all y'all, so give me time. Gerald said, hold on. Especially with the 21. What he said. I'm like 850 for my 43X. I'm in 1,000, bro. The special alpha said, watch out with that SIG. Yeah. Let my people know. Do you have any airsoft? Negative. Jacob said, main attachments you want for your firearm will always be a light and red dot, Lamo. Facts. Blown said, you fought with the Glock 22? It's cool. Phil said, what's your opinion on the 19X? I don't have one, bro. Somebody got timed out again. What happened? Gerald said, there's a coolest carbon kit for the 21. I ain't know that. I'm gonna look that up. Hey, for real, y'all. Y'all gotta stop spamming the chat, cause I just got over being shadow banned. I was shadow banned for hella long, bro. Y'all gotta stop spamming and y'all gotta stop. You feel me? Y'all gotta stop spamming, bro. Dylan, welcome to the live. Block C31 Custom 357. Ooh, that sound nice. Ryan said, AZ, I can buy a pistol private sale legally. Facts. Joe said 19X. Emo said, I was always taught a sling and a light and then an optic. Yeah, exactly. Brown, welcome to the live. Jacob said, I like Joe's 19X. LOL. Raging Bullets, good evening. Welcome to the live. Spiritual with the comp on the 43X, same size as yeah, it is. It is the same size, but when I got my 43X, I didn't know nothing about a 48. Jackson said, hi, welcome back. Staff said, hell yeah. Up to M18, baby. Negative. Brass and Beers, welcome. 19X is fire. I love mine. Joe said, Jacob, I don't know, said the way I got my first pistol was had someone over 21 buy it and legally gifted to me. That's smart, though. Jacob said, I want a Glock 19C. They cool. I'm not really a big fan of them, Jacob. Gerald said, what is your EDC? Springfield Echelon. Felipe said, I just got an extended mag release and takedown with a 15 to 20 round mag and the Olight Mini, and I can hit targets at 30 yards. For real? What you running? Felipe, what you running? Brown said, what you think about the Glock 40? That shit too long, bro. Felipe said 48 and 43, same shit, just different. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Spiritual said, I can't cap. I didn't know about a 48 either. I'm telling you, bro, I did not know about no 48, bro. Tyree said, Gerald Gibbs, you got the website. Jackson said, that 43X hard with that comp. Appreciate you, bro. Ryan said, y'all don't know. Yeah, he bought it, didn't want it, and bought it off him because he can't gift it to me. Oh. Jacob said, Joe, I'd put a purple trigger shoe in the 19X and purple goon tape. Facts. Peanut butter and jelly all the way. Tyree said they shipped to Cali. Negative. We talking about parts or what? Naked said M3D Gen 4 Glock 19. Put it right in your back pocket. Top Boy, welcome to the live. Just copped a what? You copped a 20 Gen 4? Theo, welcome to the live. Send me that lower. Negative. Joe said 20 hard. The special said my 1911 can hit 150 yards away. Easy iron sights. For real? You hitting like that? Marine said, do you shoot the gun sideways? Because that's how it come in the box. Nah, bro, that's funny, though. Gerald said, did you go to school for gunsmithing or just figured it out on your own? I just figured it out on my own, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, said the 48 should be called a 43XL, not 48. Hey, that is smart, though. I don't know. Felipe said, just a mini laser light combo and a mag with, okay. Ryan said, Felipe, should I get the 48 slide for my 43X or just get a 48? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just get you a 48 for real. Emo said, hate the finger grooves on the older Gen 19s. If you shoot a lot, they... Oh, I ain't know that. Lizard said, use sharply make comp black. Tyree said, parts. Shit, Tyree, you could go anywhere. You can go to Tyrant CNC, Terran Tactical. You could go to Glock Store. Everywhere, bro. My parts is from Tyrant CNC. I don't know, said Glock 29, the best Glock. Facts. Penna said, wow, DJ, welcome to the live. Just copped the ARP 300 Blackout. Facts. That's what's up, bro. Compliance said, how's it going? What's up, bro? Dylan said, you got a real one. I need one. Can you send it? Negative. Spiritual said, you seen the new 43X FDE? Yeah, I seen it. I don't really, you know. Penna said, can I have one? Negative. PP said, self-snitch straw purchase. Brown said, what's your favorite Glock, bro? 19. Brown, it's a 19. Top Boy said it was Glock 20 or 4 and 7.62. What you talking about, bro? I've thought about it, Jacob. Anthony said, do a desktop. Negative. Matthew said, should I get a Glock 20C or a 45? Bro, you can't ask me that because I don't even know. Jacob said, do it, Joe. Despot finally. Despot definitely. George, welcome to the live. Is this a black? What you mean, bro? Anthony said, Despot. Tati, welcome to the live. Any shotguns? Check out the Kel-Tex. I got a shotgun, Tati. Jacob said, get a 48 MOS. Joe said, it's tempting, LOL. Justin, welcome to the live. Beautiful collection, fam. Just got a FN57. Been wanting it for 7 years and finally got it, LOL. Facts. Congrats, bro. Ryan said, well, I have 43X and I can either just get the slide or the whole gun. Shit, get the whole gun. Felipe said it's literally the same shit. Exactly. Gerald said, hell yeah, bro. Takes some passion and smarts. It do. Oh, said, whoever gonna get a live stream and you on the range. He said we ever? Nah, negative, bro. Y'all can't get no live stream of me on the range. They'll ban me. They'll ban me, bro. Please, bro. Penna, stop asking. I don't ship guns. No buying, no selling. Where you from? I'm from Philly, bro. I'm from the Bay Area. Naked. I'm from the Bay Area, California. Joe said I got a 48 MOS. Shift said check out Stanford University Engineering. Okay, Google mine PL. Felipe said because I got 43X MOS, I still don't have a red dot. PP said my boy Lenny McGill will hook you up. What you talking about? Dixon said I got 32 with a drum mag on that shit. What you got? Emo said first time I built mine, I kind of cheated because I already learned how to assemble. Ah, Emo, you's a cheater. You a cheater, bro. Gerald said, do you have a 22 LT conversion kit? Negative, bro. Joe said, I can't type for the life of me tonight. JFC. 4X said, show every gun. Hold on, bro. Jonathan said, loving that blue black on it. Hell yeah, appreciate you. Ryan said, at the range, nah, you can't go live at the range, bro. They'll ban you because of, all the guns going off. Spiritual said, G26 with SLR rifle works. Hell yeah. 2A Trey, welcome to the live. They let a real in the door. Facts. I ain't shadow banned no more. Compliant Armory said I have a Keltec KS7. Facts. That's what's up. PP said Keltec is doo-doo. You negative. Keltec go crazy, bro. 4X said show every gun. Alex said average American. Green said they let you have those in Cali. I'm not in Cali, bro. I'm from Cali. I live in Nevada. Jacob said, Vaughn, where was you born? Damn, with the Fed questions? Damn, I was born out of state. DJ said, add me so I can show you this blackout. Somebody post a Discord in the chat. Ryan said, open or close optics. I don't do optics. Spiritual said, Lenny McGill is the dude from Glock Store. Oh, yeah, I know exactly who that is. The old dude. Heavy said, average American is right. America. Gerald said, have you ever shot competition? No, but I want to. I want to shoot competition, Gerald. Zoe said, do I have a shotgun? I do. Fool with the tool said, is that what I think it is? What you think it is? What you think it is, bro? Felipe said, hey, bro, I'm going to just say the knowledge. What you mean, Felipe? Ryan said, yeah, they allow it in videos. Yeah. I mean, Ryan, I don't make the rules, bro. I can't go live at no gun range because I will get banned by YouTube. 03 said, is that a 43X? Hell yeah. Baby Blanco, welcome to the live. 2A Trey said, we had 88 people in the live. We lit. Facts. Ashton, what the fuck am I watching, LOL? Yourself? I don't know. Jack said ATF. I don't know. Said Trey, it was almost 200. Facts. Blunt said, is that a 43X with a Ramjet? Negative. That's a 43X with an agency arms. That's an agency arms comp, Blunt. 03 said, do you recommend Talon grips? For sure. I had Talon grips. Now I got handle it grips. X said, you must be in Texas or some state. I'm in Nevada. Compliant Armory said, you can get anything in Cali, just need to pay to play. Facts. No, I'm from Cali. I'm from the Bay Area, but I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. For y'all that's wondering, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Fool with the Two says, Sig, never mind. Gerald said, hear about the Keltec PR57 thoughts? I don't like it. Joe said, just chill. Felipe said, hey, bro, all I know is with all the knowledge you got and our response, if you are, you're going to make it far. And doing this, keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. You got it, bro. Hey, Felipe, that means a lot to me, Felipe. That means a lot, bro. I'm trying. I ain't going to lie. Some days I want to give up. But hey, for real, Felipe said, get to you or the trolls. Felipe, I appreciate you. Joe said, is that Caden? Otto, welcome to the live. I'm from the Bay Area too. Facts. Facts, Otto. Welcome to the live. Gerald said, "What optics do you run on your AR platform?" Gerald, I run the Sig Romeo 5. I don't know. Say yes, Joe. Spiritual said, "Bro, I hate it. Red dots for the longest, but after a while training, I had to admit, yeah, you not lying." Otto said, "Let me find out. I know you." Shit, let you find out, bro. You might know me, you might not. Joe said, "Fuck Cali, damn." I know you don't like Cali, Joe, but damn. Webb said P320, 2A Trey said Cali lost, crazy work. X said, "How's Vegas, bro? Thinking ahead into the summer. Vegas cool, bro. It's just hot as hell in the summer." Spiritual said red dots equal competition shooting 15 plus yards shooting nice sight. Facts. Ryan said I was about to say that comp illegal in Cali. Sub K. Ashton said, "Let me show you my collection, LOL." Hey, all I gotta say is this. I'm gonna say it one last time. If y'all wanna come to the live, you gotta be 18 years or older. I mean, if you wanna come to the Discord, you gotta be 18 years or older. You gotta own at least one gun. No bullshit. You can't be soft, like, feelings on your sleeves, and don't be trolling, or you will get kicked from the Discord. Phil said, "What's your favorite gun caliber and why?" A 9mm, only because I got experience with it, Phil. Fool with the 2 said P320, hell yeah. I don't know, said Cali laws is fucking crazy. Facts. Ryan said, "Y'all peeping the new federal gun laws?" Yeah, Otto said, "I'm with you, bro. I live here. Fuck Cali." Compliant Armory said, "You have to be rich to live there. I don't blame you for hating." Yeah, I used to live in Cali. I used to live in the Bay Area. Swear to God. I was raised in the Bay Area. Said Bo said Keltec 57 trash. Nice thought. Concept no mag. Yeah, I don't like that 57. I don't like that 57. It is trash. Mad Dog, welcome to the live. Let's install that lower fan facts, but I can't do it on the live. I'm gonna drop a video for y'all though. Otto said we got jumped through hoops. Hell yeah, facts. To own guns, Otto, you not lying. Otto, what part of the Bay you from? Jacob said also to be in the live, you gotta be 18 plus. That's what I said. I said you gotta be 18 or older, bro. Murder, welcome to the live. Felipe said you got Discord link in your profile stuff because I can't join from my phone. Felipe, I do got a Discord link. Somebody dropped the Discord link. Ray said, "What up, G? What up, Ray?" Lamo, he thinks it's cool to live in Cali. Money Kid, pick up that blue and black. Negative. Spiritual said, "Brody, how many times you been in that casino?" Spiritual, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a gambler, bro. When I did move to Vegas and I gambled, they took my bread. I ain't like that shit. Otto said 9mm best. I rock with 9mm too. G43, G19 is the best. Money Kid, yo. Otto said affordable. 2A Trey said, "If y'all want to join Discord, go comment under Von Newest Short. Discord link not working on the live." Facts. Otto said, "I own the FM57. And honestly, it's a nice pistol, but it's not worth the hype." Facts. Hey, the PSA Rock 57 is lit, bro. Otto said East Palo Alto. Hey, I ain't been to East Palo Alto in a minute. Hey, Otto, I'm going to tell you how you know I'm from the Bay. Otto, in order to get to East Palo Alto, you got to drive down that long-ass bridge with nothing but water, and when it's hella windy, your car be shaking. Yeah, I know about East Palo Alto. I know exactly how to get there. You got to pass through Redwood City. Spiritual said Cali, New York, Illinois is worst state. Facts. Lil Indy, welcome to the live. You think a Glock a good first gun? Yeah, but not a 43X. Otto said the problem is that, yeah, they do nerf them. Damn, said that real game with the 5.7. Joe said, "Comment for you." Rudy, welcome to the live. Sports betting overnight is where it's at. Facts. Otto over there. Otto, I'm telling you, you got to go through Redwood City to get to, hell yeah, to get to East Palo Alto. I know. I used to be out there, bro. Ryan said, "Open carry gun, a Constitution." Got, yep, CCWs are going to be like 50. Well, my CCW was a little more than that. I ain't going to lie. Nick, shut up. You could leave. Jacob said, "Little Indy, do the Glock 19. Yeah, it's too snappy." Gerald said, "I just showed a Smith & Wesson 5.7. Sir, welcome to the live. We can't talk about selling and buying, guys. Phil said, "I want the FN 5.7. Spiritual said, "That's real. I can't lie to you. I'm in deep with sports betting." Seraph said, windy as fuck too. Where that said, sir? Where that said? Otto laughing. Joe said FN57 feels cheap. Ashton, if you got the money and want an FN, get the FNX. Yeah, I wanted the FNX 45 tack. Otto said on mamas. I'm telling you, Otto, just sub to you, bro. I'm rocking with you. Facts. I appreciate you, Otto. Mad Dog said Ruger got some 5.7s. I don't like those, though. Ryan said, Lil Indy, I got a 43X for my first gun. It was snappy, though. Ray said, don't be upset. I just purchased the Hellcat Pro. Why would I be upset, Ray? I'm happy for you. Joe said, yeah, my buddy has an FNX 45 tack. I wanted that. When building that AR lower. 2A Trey, if we don't get on zombies tonight, I'm going to build it tonight. I'm going to make a video. Phil said, Joe, I hear hella people bash on that FN57 for so many different reasons. Everybody, if y'all cannot get in the Discord, please go to one of my last shorts and leave a comment, and I will drop that link for y'all. Lil Indy said, I appreciate that, Jacob. How was it learning the recoil, Ryan? He said, I just sub. I'm rocking with you. Facts. What is that? General Ship? BRB, I just shit in my bed. What? What, bro? Joe said, yeah, Phil, same. Otto said, clocking out, too high. Compliant Armory said, FN is 5.7 is trash. You think so, bro? You think so? He said, right next to Vallejo. Okay. Yeah, I ain't never been to Vallejo. Snoozy E, where's the high points? We don't got those. Andrew said, is that a SIG M17? That's an M18, not a P80. Mad Dog said, which upper you got for this build? I ain't got nothing yet, Mad Dog. Spiritual said, Ryan, no disrespect, but always check state laws before traveling. It's called, but yeah, all good. All good. 2A Trace that I'm getting on, but it's 11 for me. Just let you, okay, I got you for sure. Ryan said, if you have a CCW, every state is going to have to acknowledge it. Not every state, Ryan. Not every state can acknowledge that CCW. Ryan said, because it's not a high point. Joe said, I told motherfuckers to add me. Bayron said, Costa Rica. Jacob said, you got all the parts already for the AR-15, Vaughn. Facts. Heavy said, Lamo, he shit his bed, right. Michael, welcome to the live. Nothing FM makes it trash. Bayron, bro, what's good? Costa Rica, what's good? Joe said FN57 is indeed trash, but James, welcome to the live. Michael, you're spitting straight facts. I don't know, said Joe, check Discord. Michael said 50 states. Yeah. Michael, welcome back, bro. It's been a while. Jay said, is that a PSA rock? Yes, it is. Ryan said, it's new federal law. Y'all should check the new laws. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm going to check it. I didn't know that because when I got my CCW, you couldn't go to New York and California and some other places. So, yeah, thank you for letting me know that. Joseph said, yo, with that brown dunk. That's a P320. Spiritual said you have to read. It doesn't force states to acknowledge it. Yeah, right. Ryan said, what up, Joe? Ray said, what up, Joe? Ryan said states have to rewrite gun laws. Joe said, what law? James said, so I have to love FN, basically. Mark said, congrats on the comeback. Time to sleep. Mark, I'm telling you, we lit up in this motherfucker. I'm happy. You know, it hasn't been like this in a long time. I almost reached 200 people. We gonna be lit every day. We gonna be lit every day. I'm not gonna lie to you. Joe said, Ray. Jacob said, I kind of want a PSA Dagger Sabri, but I'm not spending 800 beans on a Glock clone. Yeah, them Sabries is expensive. I don't even know how they are. I don't even know how them Sabries are, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them Sabries is wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I would get a Sabri. Ryan said, look up the new gun laws. It should be a 9.0 case and a 6.3 case. Okay. Spiritual said, Ryan, what are you citing? Code of Federal Regulations case law? Heavy said you shouldn't spend a dime on a Glock. Oh, here we go. Heavy. Yeah, 2A Trace said, Heavy, you a hater. Heavy is a hater. Heavy is definitely a hater. I like Heavy, though, but he's for surely a hater, bro. He is for surely a hater. For surely a hater. Jacob said, Savory, LOL. Ryan said, it's under The boy, welcome to the live. Glock 20 Gen 5, best EDC. I don't care. You be EDC in the 20, bro? Spiritual said heavy hitter. We should spend all the dimes on the Glocks. 2A Trey said right. Heavy just a hater. No, y'all don't mind Heavy. He's just a hater. I ain't gonna lie to you. Heavy just a hater, and it is what it is. It is what it is, my boy. Heavy said Glocks are overpriced. Are they? Are they Heavy? Joe said Glocktober. CTB, welcome to the live. I EDC a G30 Gen 3. Okay. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, bro. I can't wait to put this lore together. That shit gonna irritate me. Heavy said, ha ha ha, I just like stirring the pot. I know you do. The boy said, if you broke, just say that. Who broke? Toy Trey said, 400 to 500 beans for me. Marcus said, cap. CTB said, can't forget the S. Eric, welcome to the live. G20 Gen 5 here, too, for concealed carry. Damn. Y'all be concealed carrying the G20s? CTB said G30s. Phil said, Joe, I'm going to try and fill out a Form 1 SBR my MK18. I don't know. To me, it doesn't feel right with a brace on it. Heavy said, if I'm broke, Lamo. Marcus said Glock 22C EDC. Okay. Somebody just joined the live. All right. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Somebody just joined the Discord too. Okay. Welcome to the live, bro. Hey, who is Mafia? Who is Mafia? Somebody from the live just joined them. Who is Mafia? Eric said, haha, yes. Ryan said, fail, no. Peter said, Hellcat, come on. Jay said, my EDC is a Gen 41, a G41. Damn, your ass crazy. Kenny said, get an Apex trigger. Damn, can't be using those garbage triggers. Hey, I be hitting with my trigger. You tripping. T-Real said, where's the 1911? No 1911, bro. Kenny said, Sig needs a trigger. Facts. CTB said, hell, I paid $280 for my Glock 30. Ooh, okay. Ryan said, you're going to have to tell every state you bring it. Oh, okay. Phil said, why not, Ryan? Michael said, just picked up an MK18 a week ago. I'm in the same boat with the brace. Going to fill Form 1 soon. W's in the chat for Michael and Phil with the MK18. Spiritual said, just grab the Canic MC. Okay. Ooh, okay. Peyton, welcome to the live. Springfield Hellcat Pro Com with a Vortex. T-Real said, Kimber 1911. Bang, bang. Welcome to the live. G20 Gen 5. How many people in the live got a G20? Let me know. X said, don't modify any Glock internals or trigger. Nice collection. Thank you, bro. 32. Kenny said, don't drop that. Okay. Ryan said, also, you can only have it there for like 30 days at max. The boy said, is that a 43X? Affirmative. Jacob said, the only mods I do to my firearms is looks, never touching the insides. Ooh. Why? So let me ask you a question, Jacob. Why wouldn't you touch the internals? Let me know something. X said, G22 LE trade-in Gen 4 solid. You like that 40, huh? Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with the 40. I actually been trying to decide on the 22 or the G20 or the 21. Spiritual said in New York, you need 3 character witness to basically say, yeah, that is a joke, bro. That's a fucking joke for sure. That's a fucking joke for sure. That's hell of a joke. Hold on, what y'all think? Kenny said, I shot tens of thousands of rounds after changing my no hiccups, just improved performance. Yeah, you got to write the English because I can't understand that. Joe said, Lamo, Clown State, New York. 2A Trace said, I got that G20. You stupid as fuck. Henderson, you building? Yes, sir. XF for sure. G23 next. Get some 9mm barrels at some point. Okay. Rabby said, Glock 19 is the Lord's pistol. Heavy said 100%. Joe Phil said, I really don't see myself traveling out of state if I fill out a Form 1 to SBR my MK18, so that won't be an issue with me. Jacob said it tends to sometimes become like triggers. They come. Oh, shit. For real, Jacob? Ryan said, I'm new. I don't know the difference. What you talking about, Ryan? Bang Bang said G20 10 mil. You think so? I don't know, said Glock 29 over everything. Donovan said, where do you get the parts? Everywhere. I ain't gonna lie. I can't remember everywhere. The boy said 45 too heavy. Damn, y'all gonna do me like that? So half of y'all said Glock 21, half of y'all said Glock 20. I'm making y'all do this vote because I want to buy a new gun. I mean, later, but I need to know what I want, and I can't figure it out. Ryan said the pool. Oh. Gavin, welcome to the live. To go with that, Jacob was saying a lot of companies don't have parts and can use, let's see, just test it. Yeah, exactly. Spiritual said 40 Smith & Wesson is enough. I like the 27 10 mil for taking down beers. Facts. You ain't lying. I don't know, said it's a Glock. You can literally get parts everywhere. Facts. Joe said G20 is winning. I don't know, said go Glock 29. 2A Trace said you shouldn't be worried about nothing but that AK, Von. You not lying, bro. Bang Bang said 45 to FPS is low. Phil said just buy both. Shit, I ain't got buy both money. Jacob said, bro, you can get parts for a Glock at a junkyard. Whoa. Heavy said it just means don't buy a Glock. Joe said 20 is pulling away, Von. It is. The boy said 10 mil is heavy and has distance. Can't go wrong. Jacob said, I agree, Gavin. Ray said Glock 20C for the win. Michael said, love my M&Ps. Want to get a metal comp carry soon. Joe said, 10 mil is fast as fuck. Damn, is 20 mil, I mean, 20 mil. Is 10 mil really pulling away like that? Marcus said, get the Glock 20 Gen 5 MOS. Ray said, you think you will ever build a 416? I don't know, bro. Well, I guess, guys, I guess I'm going Glock 20. I guess I'm going Glock 20. I guess I'm going Glock 20, y'all. Spiritual said you want some new FN 5.7 20 plus rounds. No, I'm good with 5.7 because they expensive, bro. I'm good off that. 2A Trey said I been said get the 20 facts. 2A Trey, your social and Discord, right? Hell yeah. Rudy said I take a 10 mil Smith & Wesson over a G21. Rudy, why you say that? L, welcome to the live. Try buying a Walter PDP. It's like a Glock with better trigger. Yeah, definitely better ergonomics. Okie said G40 got the win. The boy said I had a Glock 21 win Glock 20. Ooh. Joe said I tried to tell you, but you never listened to Joe DeGar. Stop fucking lying, Joe. I always listen to you. He said, yeah, I don't know. Bang Bang said G20 with some Underwood ammo. Jacob said get a G40. Negative. Who got snot? Welcome to the live. Get a 400 core bond. What's that? You mean a carbon? Rudy said that G21 too bulky. Joe said because the bro 10s is no joke, LOL. Okie said Gen 5 21 MOS. Apollo, welcome to the live. Get a 19X MOS and throw a dot on it. 2A Trey said get that 17L. Fuck no. That 17L too long. That 17L is too long, bro. Fuck no. He said Underwood ammo is wild. Ugh. Marcus said you can have both. Yeah, I heard. Get that barrel. Felipe said I joined the Discord and just posted my collection over the years, but missing a lot. Felipe, are you Mafia 210? Felipe, are you Mafia 210 in the Discord, bro? You Mafia 210 in the Discord, bro? Spiritual said, what are you looking for? Range toy, new CCW? Shit, both. I ain't gonna lie. Both, Felipe. Spiritual said, oh no, Spiritual. Louisville, lames. Who got snot? 400 carbon is a pack a punch 10 mil. Damn. Fail said, Felipe said hi. Michael said, anyone shoot a, nah, I ain't shot no dragon. A Arsenal. Ray said have the best both world, get a G21 and 10 mil. Facts. I don't know, Savon. I'm telling you, get a Glock 29. I don't want no Glock 29. I don't like that. I told him that, Marcus. Oki said, I got both, a Gen 520 and a 21 MOS. I carry the 21 more. Rudy said, y'all can't hear me, bro? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Live frozen. Can y'all hear me now? Yo. He's back. I never left. Am I really frozen, bro? That's crazy. We back. Yeah. Damn. I went frozen. That's crazy. I've been talking to y'all this whole time. The last question I asked, I answered the last question. Dude was talking about he don't like the AR-15. Then they talking about muted. You was glitching. Damn. Said lost a lot of people. Damn, hell yeah, we did. It's all good, though. I held a lot of people for a long time. Jarrell, welcome to the live. That a 5'7" cut. Hell yeah. Jacob said you was gone for a good minute. Yeah, it's weird because I was sitting here talking to y'all. Said, bro, you were at 199. Vaughn, you back. I never left. I'm sitting here talking to y'all the whole time. Spiritual said G3045. You in the G26. Yeah, I like the 26. I'm not a big compact person, though, but I fuck with that 26. That was, like, actually one of my favorite Glocks. I like the 26. I can't believe I went frozen, bro. I'm sitting here talking to y'all the whole time. Jacob said we getting back. Hell yeah, we are. I was sitting here talking the whole time, bro. Swear to God. The last question I answered was when the last question I answered was when I don't know was asking me, do I want a Glock 29? I don't want that. He said, anyways, back to the Glock 20 verse 21 thing. How y'all feeling about that? Y'all want the 20 or the 21? Because clearly I got to go with the 20. I told Joe 21, but everybody told me 20, so I'm going with the 20. We going to go Glock 20. I made my mind up. The 29 is goated. I don't like the 29, though. And then you said it don't got that much recoil. That's a lie. Joe said, all right. He said the recoil is good. I don't like the 29, bro. I'm going 20. I'm going to get my AK first, but I'm going 20. Gen 5 said, have ever bump fired a blackout? Nah, I haven't, bro. Fail said, is the 2010 mil? Yeah. Joe said the 29 is def not on my list. I'll be honest, K. I don't know, said my 29 smoothest. Why you playing? Mine, the 29 I shot was not smooth, bro. Bang Bang said G20 Longwood barrel and underwood ammo perfect for riding around. Okay. Okay. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Sinkhole, welcome to the live. Definitely the G20, but I love that G30. But I got big hands. Yeah, I got little hands, bro. I ain't gonna lie. 2A say, oh, hell no, I stayed up this late. You getting on zombies? Yeah, bro, I'm getting on zombies. And you gonna stay up. Spiritual said, G26, my EDC, I go 10 rounds stock in summer, 12 if I need. Okay. Joe said, love my 20. I don't know, said Joe, I got you. I'm going to send you a video in the Discord. Spiritual said, what caliber are you looking for? Just something other than a 9 or a 5.7. So I'm gonna go 20. Cinco said no 30's just a 30. Joe said bet. Phil said the Glock models confused the fuck out of me, low key. Gen 5 said switch too much for me. What you talking about, Gen 5? What is that? Alexandra, Brazil. Joe said once you get it, it's not hard, Phil. Jacob said Vaughn knows I carry mostly full size. Exactly. Yeah, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop spamming, bro. Shark Tank, welcome to the live. Is a 10 mil like a 9 but flat? No, 10 mil is not a 9 at all. 10 mil is 10 mil. Y'all gotta stop spamming. I got a lot of people in here tonight. I'm gonna get to y'all when I get to y'all. Please stop spamming because that will shadow ban me. I was just shadow banned for like a month, and I think I'm still shadow banned. Y'all gotta stop spamming, bro. Everybody putting their comments, I'm gonna get to them. Bo Cuddy took his comment away. Sinkhole said, but that Gen 3 23 and 40 is a great platform. Can switch between 357 SIG or 9. Oh, that's dope. Joe said that was true spamming. Yeah, y'all got to stop spamming. Y'all don't want to see me get on? Because if y'all spam, bro, that's going to shadow ban me. I was already shadow banned for like a month. And I still think I am. Gen 5 said, I don't know how YNs carry it. Phil said, how many of your Glocks shoot 9 mil, Von? All of them, Phil. Spiritual said G23 is going to be the best. 40 was the police carry before 9. Facts. Waylon, welcome to the live. CZP-10 is better than Glock. I don't know about that one, bro. Bang Bang said 10 mil like a 40, but more behind it. Facts. Said I unsubscribe. You suck. All right, Joe. See you later, dickhead. Tito said, you ever been hunting? No, but I want to. 2A said, hater. Facts. Joe's a big hater. Why peanut butter? Because I like that gun. Bo Cuddy said, brass knuckles make sweet belt buckle. Joe said, peace. Shark Tank said, is that a 19 on the top right corner? Yeah. Well, my left pretty much, but yeah. Big Stepper, welcome to the live. Deer hunting is fun. Zach, welcome to the live. Felipe said, hell yeah. What BCM handguard you get? I didn't get a handguard yet, bro. I'm going to go B5. I ain't going to get no handguard. Phil said, you for real? I thought you had a Glock and 45 or something, Vaughn. No, not yet. That's why I want one. Phil Tyler said, what comp is on the... It's the agency arms on the 43X. Kevin, what BCM you got? This all I got right now, Kevin. No scope, no flashlight. What you aiming at? All that's coming, Ike. Big Stepper. Also, moose hunting is a lot of adrenaline. Big-ass animal coming through the woods. That shit sound fun. Moose hunting? Tito said, you ever go hunting? Not yet. 2A said, I'm glad that Echelon not out. Why you say that, 2A? Why you say that? Why you say you glad the Echelon not out? Joe said, Ike sound brilliant. Ryan said, I'm going to save up for a DD MK18. Facts. Gen 5 said, ever had a 20 gauge? Negative. Spiritual said, it's the reason the cops didn't adopt 10 mil. I mean, if you trying to stop a bear, yes, but in a defense situation, it's a lot of power. Facts. You not lying. Phil said, do it, Ryan. Godfather, welcome back. Let me hold the 5-7. Negative. Kevin said, BCM makes quality uppers. Check they sights. I already have, Kevin. I'm coming, BCM. That's why you see the BCM lower. Sinkhole said, my 19 grew legs, SMH. Oh, you lost it? Spiritual said, I cannot control 10 mil with one hand. Ike said, what's cheap trying to cop tomorrow? What you mean? What you mean, bro? Jacob said, sell that echelon and get a P10F. Oh, my God. I don't know, said, check Discord, Joe. Big Stepper said, love 12 gauge. I have 4 of them. Which ones you got? Big Stepper, which one you got? Zach said, you mess with the shadow systems? Negative. Joe said, love it. Tito said, you should try small game hunting with a 22 LR or shotgun. Facts. Godfather laughing. Joe said, K. Gen 5 said, no recoil. Ike said, need a new gun. What should I cop? What you got in your collection already? And should I get a 20 gauge to reduce that recoil? If you want to. Zach said, why not the shadow systems? I don't like them, bro. They kind of ugly to me. I ain't going to cap with you. I don't really like them, bro. What is that? Eric, welcome to the live. Hey, bro, I'm finna put a Ramjet on my Gen 5. What's your thoughts? The Ramjet's too expensive, but do it, bro. Dre said, Radiant lower with the BCM upper. Nah, I'm going to go BCM upper, too. Spiritual said, thoughts on the Radiant Ramjet. Get it? It's nice. Gen 5 said, yes. Damn. Big Stepper said, Honcho 12 gauge pump with 10 round magazine. Okay, damn. Remington 870 police and a single shot 12 gauge crack barrel for my farm truck. Where you at, bro? Where you from? Big Stepper, where you live? Ike said, is that 10 mil necessary? Cause I might have to cut. If you want it. Bang Bang said the MR 920 smooth as fuck. I never shot it, but I'm not really a fan of those shadow systems. Mitch, welcome to the live. What's the rules on assembly on live? You can't touch it, unfortunately. Ike said, cop? Never. Gen 5 or just try it. What you talking about? Big Stepper said, Alberta, Canada. Nice. There's been a lot of Canadian people in here. DJ Stewart, can a cop carry a 45? For sure. Joe said, gonna go watch my show. Peace, boys. Stay safe and stay strapped. Pat got a new saying. Stay safe and stay strapped. Tito, especially for wintertime. You could go small game hunting and make you a nice rabbit or raccoon hat. Oh, shit. Gen 5 said 20 gauge, it's a shotgun. I don't really know much about shotguns, bro. I do got a shotgun, though. I ain't gonna lie, I do have a shotgun. For sure I have a shotgun. I don't really know much about shotguns. He said, where you from? I'm from the Bay Area, California, Mr. Tyler. I'm from the Bay. Where you from, bro? Phil said, Joe, when I get the MK18, when I got the MK18, I asked them if they had green tip. I was like, they said they don't carry that. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that is weird, Phil. Glow said that muzzle break hard. The compensator appreciates you. Kevin said P226X5 Legion for the W. Your collection could use one. Trust. Kevin, you not lying. Kevin, look, bro, check me out. I'm going to upgrade soon. Watch. Ali said, even we can't touch it here. We can't handle it here. What you mean? Jacob said, how many mods we got in live? I don't know, bro. Ryan said 18 CFRT negative. Zach said, hey, I'm in the V. We got to have a range day, dog. You in the V? What you mean, Zach? You in the V? What you in the V what? Brazil Brown. Spiritual said a lot of YNs wouldn't make it to the old war. You got one shot. Oh, Zach, you in Vallejo? I'm from the Bay Area, but I live in Vegas now, bro. Hey, Zach, I grew up in the Bay Area. Swear to God, I grew up in the Bay Area, but I live in Vegas now. Shit, Zach, when I used to live in the Bay, my favorite place to go was Milpitas. I used to always be in the Great Mall. I don't know why. I don't know why, bruh. I used to always be in the Great Mall up in Milpitas. Phil said, does your shop carry green tip? I can check. Big Stepper said, on my little 22 LR semi-auto Rock Island Armory TM22. Damn. I have a Walking Dead flash hider. It works good. Okay. He said, that's what's up, brother. Ah, see, yeah. Yeah, I'm from the Bay, but I live in Las Vegas, Nevada now. He said, Vegas way better for guns. Way better, bro. I mean, I miss the Bay, but I don't miss the rent. I don't miss the rent from the Bay. Jacob said, how much is 5.56 for you, Von? 20 rounds is like $15, Jacob. 20 rounds is $15 for sure. I had to give me something to drink. Jacob said, ain't no way. Yeah, 20 rounds is $15. Phil said, I just wanted regular ball ammo and green tip when I... Oh, okay. Well, actually, I can't say dollars, so it's 15 beans. But yeah, 20 rounds is 15 beans. I mean, Jacob, is that good or bad? He said, depending on what ammo. Damn, Jacob. I guess that's bad. D187. Welcome to the live, bro. BCM build coming. Hell yeah. Check me out, y'all. If my boy 2A Trey go to sleep, I'm gonna be building my BCM lore tonight. But if he stay up, we hopping on Black Ops 6 Zombies. So if y'all want to catch us after the stream, I'm probably gonna stream Zombies for a little bit. Jacob said, I guess it's normal. Probably. Big Stepper said 22 LRs my plinker can shoot all day for literally next to nothing. Here in Canada, 22 LRs very, very cheap. Okay, damn. 2A Trace said, so dang, what's your 9 mil cost, Jacob? That's what I'm saying. Because for 50 rounds of 9 mil up in Vegas, it's about 15 beans. So not bad. Ryan said 18 CFRT. I didn't hear earlier what you said. Bro, you can't even get an 18C because those are illegal. The only way you could get those, I don't even know how to get an 18C. Jacob said 10 beans a box. Wow. Hey, you know what, Jacob? That sound like the Walmart days. You know, back in the days in Vegas, in Walmart, 50 rounds was 10 beans. Jacob said 8 to 10 beans a box. Wow. Dean, the airman, welcome to the live. What's the top right? That's a 5.7 and a Glock 19 Gen 5. Ryan said, I mean, it was an FRT. It would be legal. Facts. 2A said, facts, Von, facts. In Walmart, 50 rounds is $10. Not no more, though. Fail said, Jacob and gun stores, they're going to sell ammo higher, man, because they got to pay rent. Facts. Employees, all that. Felipe, Compensator Hard, where you get it from? Agency Arms. Jonathan said need a SOT to get a 18C. I figured, but I think those is rare though, cause if you could even find an 18C, what you think it go for? How many cheeseburgers you think a 18C go for? D187 said what barrel length you go with, bro? D187D. I'm thinking either a 18.5 or a 12.5. I don't know yet. Dean said what clip in the 5.7? It's a 23 round standard mag with a +7 mag extension on it. I forget who make it, cause that's the next question. Oh, Access Arms, I believe. It's EX Access Arms or some shit like that. They make the extension. Rudy said gotta buy bulk ammo. Facts. Ryan said don't need a SOT for FRT. Not at all, but you know 18C is not legal, bro. Jacob said like 30K cheeseburgers. Facts. If you could even find an 18C, they gonna be expensive as hell. Bruce, welcome to the live. Bruce said 1921 for 9 mil per round when you buy. Oh damn. Big Stepper, they are rare like a FG42. Facts. Can't find them anymore. Yeah, if you could find an 18C, and that's if you could find it, what you think they gonna price it at? Because they know the worth. Jaden, welcome to the live. What brand up are you gonna do? BCM. I'm gonna do a BCM. Fails to the 18C is like 40,000 cheeseburger or 4 or 5,000 cheeseburgers. They sometimes on Gunbroker. For real. Joel said, hell no, twin. Rudy said, I need to get the extension for that Rock 5.7. Rudy, I'll send you what I got, bro. He said, send me the link later. I got you, Rudy. I'll send it to you. Big Stepper said, got to be careful when buying bulk as they can be corrosive and got to clean more often. Facts. Joel said the tan one looked nice, though. Yeah, that's a SIG P320 M18. Spiritual said, drop a tungsten guy rod in that Gen 5. Yeah, because it's going to make it shoot flatter. Huh. Spiritual, it's going to make it shoot flatter, huh? Was that what it's going to do? Bruce said, CCI Blazer. Jacob said, any of them loaded, Von? Negative. Negative. Spiritual said, facts. Negative. Are they loaded? Negative. 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 They are not loaded, my guy. We got 70 people in the live, 76 likes. Don't forget to double tap the screen. Don't forget to sub. Don't forget to turn y'all notifications on all. We lit up in here tonight. Almost had 200 people in here. That's a blessing. But people got to spamming. A lot of people got timed out. A lot of people got hidden. So I don't know if that's going to mess with the live. Because I was just shadow banned for a while. So you feel what I'm saying? Bruce said CCI Blazer ain't corrosive. Jacob said they loaded like a baked potato. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Big Stepper said how much for a Russian SKS where you are? I don't know, bro. I bought mine 2 years ago for 400 beans. You got to take the dollar signs out, Big Stepper. Canadian now, they are around 800 to 1,000 beans depending on condition. Even a Chinese one is 6. Okay. I ain't know that. Spiritual said it's heavier in the front. I got one in my 26, 19, and 17 off from Glock store. Nice. Phil said you think an 18C would be higher than whenever they be on people will bid on that. You already know. You already know everybody gonna build it because everybody want an 18. Dean said what type of 5.7 M&P? No, that is a PSA Rock 5.7. Jacob said a few months ago I saw a gun get swatted on. The live shit was scary. You said you seen a gun get swatted? What you mean, Jacob? You seen a gun get swatted? What do you mean? What you mean by that, bro? What you mean by that, bro? You seen a gun get swatted? What you mean by that? What happened to all my people, man? I had like over 100 people. Big Stepper said, y'all like World War II guns? What's your favorite? The M1 Grand. My favorite is the M1 Grand. Spiritual said he mean a gun tuber, a guy. Oh, you seen a guy get swatted on YouTube Live? That's crazy. Jonathan, welcome to the live. Have you seen the FRT for the M&P? Yes, sir. I have. Felipe said, shit, bro, I'm in the core. Let's chop it up. You already know, Felipe. Hey, Felipe, my normal routine. When I get off the live, Felipe, we always go to the Discord. I said I wasn't gonna say it no more, but I gotta keep repeating it because different people in here. All I ask is that if you come to the Discord, please be respectful. You have to be 18 or older. You have to have guns. I don't give a fuck if you got mid guns, $100 guns. I don't care as long as you got guns. I don't discriminate. You come to the live, you gotta be respectful. You have to be 18. You have to own a gun. Uh, you cannot be trolling and you can't be sensitive because somebody gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? Discord be popping. So like I said, you can own a high point. You can own a $200 shotgun. I don't care what you own. Just we in the Discord to have fun, bro. We a family up in there. Jacob said I was typing too fast. Big Stepper said M1 Grand is nice, especially when it run out of ammo. Hell yeah, that ping, that ting ting ting. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Ed, welcome to the live. Chinese SKS. Phil said FG42 is the price of a home. No joke. Oh, damn. If I had one, I'd just put that shit in the auction house. God, whoa. Big Stepper said FG42 is very expensive. They didn't make much of them. I got to look that up. That's crazy. Irvin said, boy, what? Welcome to the live. Irvin Bruce said M1 Carbon. Mine's a 44 winch. Nice. Spiritual says somebody gonna say some. You already know, man. Somebody gonna say something. I'm just saying, bro. Y'all can't be sensitive up in the Discord. If you know you're gonna be sensitive in the Discord, please don't join. Jonathan said, what kind of build you gonna do? BCM. Jonathan, I'm going BCM. Ray said opinion on purple accents like the blue. I say do it, bro, but don't overdo it. I say do it, but don't overdo it. Irvin said, I got arrow right now. That's cool. Spiritual said the Discord probably like 2006 online GTA. If you know, you know. 2016. I wasn't playing GTA 2016. I stopped playing, bro. But you mean toxic? No, Discord not toxic at all. If that's what you mean, Spiritual. It's not toxic at all. Big Stepper said, I love the 303 British. Such a simple but reliable rifle. I have 1944 made in England. Nice. Irvin said ARP. ARP what? ARP what? Oh, you got a... Oh, Irvin, you got a arrow ARP? Okay, what length? What length you got? Jacob said, I need me a M249. Jonathan said, what's in that long box? That's my buffer. That's my buffer tube. That's my buffer tube, bro. Big Stepper said also German Luger PO8 is a... Okay, okay. Dad, welcome to the live, bro. Phil said, I'm just saying, if I had an FG42, I definitely ain't keeping it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, shit. Jonathan said, might mess with that new Bedfield coming out, looks legit. Oh, you got money. Jonathan got money. Irvin said, I got ARP, no lens at all black. So wait, you don't got no optic on your AR, Ivan? Said 50 clip, 50 mag. Jacob said, in that black BCM box, those parts come in there? Yeah, all those parts come in there, bro. All those parts come in there. Marcus Sanders said, just put FRT on my 300 blackout. That's what's up. Irvin said, nah. Nah what, Irvin? What'd you say nah for? What'd you say nah for, Irvin? Gamer Boy, welcome to the live. I have a code 45. K said, show the blue build. The Glock. Jacob said, how many beans, Vaughn? For what, Jacob? For what? Big Stepper said, my brother has the Russian and Mosin. Nah. Damn. Irvin said, nah, no optic yet. No, not at all, bro. I ain't got no optic yet. Jonathan said the nickel-born trigger upgrade is worth it over the gritty mil-spec. Yeah? Hey, one day. Look, I ain't even done yet. Jacob said black BCM box with all those parts. What about it? They all come in there, bro. Everything come in there. The youngin said I have an XD9 subcompact with extended mag. Facts. Yeah, Jacob, everything in that box come in there, bro. It all comes in there. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. All that stuff come in there. Phil said, shit, FG42 will have you said. Yeah. Jonathan said, you got the upgraded one, bro? What you talking about, Jonathan? Let me know. Ryan said, opinion on blue bill with purple. I say go purple, but not overdo it. Jacob said, I'm asking how many beans for it. So Jacob, for the BCM box, it was 140 beans, but I caught it on sale for 89.99 beans. So that was cool. That's for the black box. That's for the lower parts kit. Oh, the trigger. Okay, okay. The youngin said hi. Phil said, you going for a full BCM build? Yes, sir. Except for the charging handle. So the charging handle not going to be BCM. Phil, the charging handle is going to be the Radian. The Radian, man. Kay, welcome to the live again. Where you find the mag release and the mag on the G-Man? Everywhere, bro. I ain't gonna lie. eBay. You probably think I'm trolling, but eBay. Y'all want to find some good gun parts? eBay. For sure. For sure. Got the nickel born trigger upgrade. 907 Heat, welcome to the live. I think he means you have the enhanced version. Oh. Yeah, that's what it say. Was that bad I got the enhanced version? Felipe said, still here just doing something for my son for a school project. Felipe, I appreciate you, bro. Ryan said, Ryan, you said a Geisley trigger? Is that what you saying? Jonathan, Radiant charge. Yeah, Radiant charging handle. Jonathan. Yes, sir. Facts. The youngin said, should I go blue, red, or gold barrel? Blue. KK said, thanks. Roger, welcome to the live. Yo, what's up? What's good? Bo Cuddy said, I'm in the process of building me a super safety now. Nice. Alex, welcome to the live. Get rid of that P320, get a 365. Hey, a lot of people been saying that. George, good. LPL, what's good, George? Ryan said, yeah, for the AR. Yeah, we going up. We going up with the AR, Ryan. You said, wait. Oh, a Geisley trigger for the AR? Yeah, yes, sir. The youngin said, can't go wrong with blue facts. Alex said, if you building a gun, get a super safety. I don't know if I want one for this one, though. Phil said, sup, cuz, what your channel about? Guns. That's my channel about, cuz. It's about guns. Roger said, they for sale negative. We don't talk about selling or buying in the chat. Thank you, sir. George said, what length of barrel? I'm going with 11.5 or 12.5 inch. Ryan said, no. Yeah, Ryan, thank you. Don't spam, Ryan. Don't spam. Phil said, what's with your projects? What you got going on? I'm building a BCM pistol build. Roger said okay. Jacob said I agree. Get rid of the PT20, get something else. Yeah. Ryan said no super safety. Not right now. George said dope. I'll go with it 11.5. Huh. Jonathan said got an Arrow AR-10. Shit is fun. Shit is not fun like an AR-15. Recoil makes it hard to keep on target. Ah. Bruce said same 11.5. Phil said I'm iffy about my... Wait, what you mean, Phil? What you mean by that? Glock 19 said, are those real? 100%. 100%. 100%. Jacob said 5-inch 308 LOL. Ryan said, I seen the super safety go off from pulling the charging handle. Whoa, that's crazy. George said just finished 13.95. Okay. Okay. George, you going crazy. Bruce said, yep, 308 put Hair on your chest. Okay. Jonathan said, what optic you considering for your AR? I want a magnifier. I don't know I know the optic. I just forget the name. I gotta check, but I'm not touching nothing because my phone be tripping. But I know what I'm going with. Phil said I can't change it left or right. It's only left. Oh, so you do need a new charger handle. Block 19 said, do you got any switches? Negative. George said, I'm going to build a 14.5 308. That's what's up. That's what's up. Bruce said no fullies. Yeah, no fullies, bro. Not in. We can't even talk about that in the live, bro. We can't talk about no fullies in the live. Y'all can't spam in the live. We can't put dollar signs in the live. Please, please pay attention. No switch talk in the live. No spamming in the live. No shaming, bashing, bullying. No dollar signs. None of that. He said, Ryan, it wasn't even one time. It happened multiple times. Damn. Glock said, okay, it's all good. Fail said, I deal with it, man, for what I spent. Yeah, right. Radiant's warranty is good. Just email them the problem. One hand, two guns. FRT, LOL. What's funny? Finna spin. Welcome to the live. Is that blue one a 45? No, it's a Glock 19 Gen 5. Felipe says, shit, what else you got, Brody? I got a lot of stuff, bro. You got to tune in tomorrow for the other stuff. Bo Cuddy said, hey, Ryan gave me that probably was 6, 270, 20. Yeah, you can't put dollar signs in the chat. He did it anyways. Bruce said, Ryan, that rig needs tune. Facts. One hand, two guns, TX22 with a $150 FRT is fun and cheap. It is. Nice airsoft. Facts. Rudy said, fully semi-auto. Facts. Facts. Leonard said, just curious, what's your reason for the magnifier? So I can reach out further. I'm trying to reach out further, Leonard. That's why. I'm just trying to get out further. Anthony, welcome to the live. That SIG P320 gave me anxiety the moment I saw it. Damn. JJ said, it's my birthday. Give me one. Negative, but happy birthday. Finna Spin said, do you have a Glock 45 9mm? Negative. Just a Glock 19 Gen 5 and a 43X Gen 5. Vincent, Kung Fu Grips. What's that? What's that, Vincent? Bruce said, I got LPVOs, no magnifiers. Okay, so I don't necessarily need a magnifier. Because I heard about the LPVOs. I heard about them. We got 139 people in the live. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I've been shadow banned for so long. It feel good to have over 100 people in the live. And y'all staying in here, too. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to double tap that screen. Don't forget to sub. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to turn y'all notifications on. I am on the road to being monetized. I'm not monetized yet, but I'm trying to. Leonard said, thumbs up. Archer, welcome to the live. See, SIG P320s are not drop safe. But why would I drop it, though? Robert said, what's the ticket on it? On what? Desert said, hey, Desert, welcome to the live, bro. He said, wow, Vontae, you got them today. Sweet. Desert, hell yeah, bro. I'm telling you. Desert. Finna Spin said, what's your opinion on a micro Draco? I shot a micro Draco. I don't really like it, bro. Vincent said, Die Free Company makes a nice grip AR. A nice AR grip, brother. Okay. Thank you. Lunar Meadows said, Glock 19, I just bought a PSA dagger and it's in processing limbo with background checks and processing the order. Lunar, what kind of dagger you get? What kind of dagger you get, bro? 111 said, what's your favorite gun? AK. Nick said, shut up. Nick, you need a hug, bro, or a life, one of the two. Bruce said, LPVOs got more magnification. Okay, that's what I want, though. Vincent said, BCM is nice, too. Thanks. Bill said, I didn't know it wasn't an ambi charger handle. Yeah, that must be annoying, Phil. Robert, welcome to the live. The price on what though? Desert said mine today was not too bad, had better and worse. Ha ha ha. Hey Desert, I'm just blessed to have what I got. He said, hey Lunar, you were just in my live. Hey. Nick said, shut up. Nick, you are now timeout. Have a nice one, Nick. One hand said I got a 19 and a 17 with a Timney Alpha competition trigger. Recommended that as well. What's the comp you're running? I'm running an Agency Arms comp, bro. Agency Arms comp. Lunar says Sniper Green with nice sights and extreme. Okay, that sound hard. Desert, nice numbers on your live. Good work. Bruce, you know Desert too? That's my guy. Hey, Desert, funny seeing you here too. Thanks, Bruce. War. FRT trigger negative. Vincent said collection looking nice. You building the AR? Yes, sir. This would be my third AR. Jacob said, oh, we up 153. Facts. I'm telling you, Jake. Chris said Nick a goofy. Yeah, I had to get him out of here because what's wrong with him? Lil Draco, you ain't shooting shit. Facts. One hand, two guns. I got one of these on the 17. Makes it quite okay. Yeah. Oh, you had to run 147? Damn. So, look, one hand. I only had to run 124 grain. But I actually could run 115 grain, too. So, the fact you got to run 147 is crazy because you really can't find 147 like that. Vincent said, hell yeah, keep it up. Vincent, I appreciate it, bro. Jacob said, crazy is live, LOL. Facts. I'm telling you. Long live Draco said, where's the Dracos at? I don't like Dracos, bro. I'm going to be real with y'all, but what I need y'all to do is double tap that screen and subscribe. I got 133 people in here with 82 likes. Let's get it cracking, y'all. Lunar said, third AR, are any of them 5.56? Yeah, they all 5.56. So I put together two 7.5-inch ARs, and this one's going to be a 11.5-inch or a 12.5-inch. Tyler said, what inch are you building? 11.5 or 12.5. Maxwell, welcome to live. Do you have a compensator? I do, bro. That's the comp on the 43X. That's the comp on the 43X. E said, what up, bro? Bagman said, anybody got an actual Cypher Factory Glock frames? The Glock store. E1990 said 320, brother. Facts. One hand, two guns. 115, I got some jams. Change the rod. Change the guy right out. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, normally when you playing with the comps, you got to either change out the guy rod or the ammo. That's why I really don't like comps like that. I don't really like the comps like that. Vincent said rather have an AR-22 than a Draco. Facts. I don't like Dracos. Jacob said next gun you gonna get is a VP9 or a 34 Von. Jacob, my next gun gonna be a AK and a Glock 20. Bagman said thought I found one, but it was fake. Damn. Jay, welcome to the live. Buddy got two 7-inch ARs. LOL. What do you have? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What you got? Fail said it doesn't bother me that much, but it isn't ambi. If I really want an ambi, I'll order a different one down. Yeah, exactly. Mixed by Trap. Need FRT on that 43X. Negative. Everybody keeps saying that. Everybody keeps saying that, bro. Jay said, why do you need 270, bro, Lamo? I don't need them, but that's what I got. What you got? E said, check out Brown's solution for the 320. Okay. Sir G, welcome to the live. I like the CZ. I don't have no CZs. It's me said, what's in the top right? PSA Rock 5.7, Glock 19, Gen 5. Bruce said, Gunbroker might find some frames. Facts. The Bagman said, bet I've been trying to build the Lost Unique 19X, but LOL, but I don't want to go through buying two separate guns and freestyling. Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. Bagman said the most. 2013 was the silver comp on the Glock. That's the Agency Arms, bro. Agency Arms, bro. Lunar Meadows said if you get an SBR registered as a pistol, you can take it over state borderlines, unlike rifles. Okay. Heavy said, hit that like button, y'all. Facts. Hit that like button. Tactical said, dog water. You need a hug, huh? Vincent said, who make frames for 43X? What you mean, bro? You mean frames? Is that what you mean? You mean frames? He said, I'm about to sub. You cool as hell. Bagman, I appreciate you, bro. I'm going to always be cool. Fly, welcome to the live. G26 Gen 5 with the extended low-key tough. It is. I ain't gonna lie. I missed my 26, bro. Bagman said, nice builds, too, bro. These shits are fire. I appreciate you, bro. Joe said, would you recommend a G-Flex on a G22 40 cal? Nah. Chris said, one in the bottom right goes hard, brother. I appreciate you. Young Five said, what's your baby? What you, oh, my Echelon. My Springfield Echelon. Joe Jackson said, been thinking about doing it for real, for real. What you mean? E1990 said, through a ISMI 12. Okay. I ain't know that. I gotta, yeah. Desert said, like and subscribe to my friend, folks. Facts. Do what Desert said. Do what he said, man. Adrian J, welcome to the live. I got 11.5-inch with brace that looks like a stock. That's kind of the build I'm going for, Adrian. Vincent said FRT. 218 said nice pieces, cuz. Appreciate you, cuz. Smith said, yo, what it do? What's good? Mixed by Trap. I got one of my 43Xs modded. Oh, damn. From a 19 FRT? How? Bell said, ain't you supposed to get gunsmith and tools to build an AR? Negative. You could build an AR with literally your fingers, bro, and a hammer. Fly said, what's your daily? My Springfield Echelon. Bruce said, PSA sells micro dagger frames, same as Glock. Facts. X2 said, bro, still live? I come around about an hour ago. What's good? Bruce said, not Glock. Lunar said 10.5 barrel on a 5.56 AR pistol, but a folding brace makes one hell of a backpack gun. Facts. Vincent said, okay, mix. Desert was good. Vincent said, learn something new every day. Facts. Heavy said, you definitely want to get, yeah, you do. You want to get a wrench so that you can make sure your castle nut is tight, for sure. But I got some buddies I met at the gun store, so they just going to do it for free. Watch. E1990 says CA got the echelons approved for the roster coming in December. I'm pretty sure going to get the 4.5. You should, bro. Desert said, Vontae, we hit 40. Ooh, Desert, congrats. Desert, congrats, bro. I'm trying to get like you, man. I'm trying to get like you. Jalen, welcome to the live. What's the best AR for an 18-year-old? That's what's the term. Jay. It all depends, bro. What AR you looking for? Jay said, dog, you not getting a barrel torque on with the hammer. What you talking about, bro? Fly said, this is what I call a stream right here. Tired of saying other shit about time someone live with some guns. Live with some guns. Fly, I appreciate you. If you fucking with me, Fly, go ahead and hit that sub. Phil says, and why I see some people use the gun. Phil, it's easier when you got tools. When you got tools, Phil, it's easier. When you don't got tools, it's actually hard. Jay, welcome to the live. What's the compensator? It's the agency arms. Lunar says the E in echelon stands for expensive. Then they not too bad, bro. Heavy said because they do make building ARs easy, but you don't need them. Yeah, they make building them easy, but you don't need them, though. Young Foss said, I need help tricking out my ARP. What you trying to do to it? Bruce said, yeah, you definitely need a wrench for your castle nut. Cause true story, I ain't gonna lie, mine then came off so many, not came off, but came loose from shooting. Cause I actually have a 7.5-inch right now. Young Maul, welcome to the live. You ever been shot? Negative. E1990, Lunar, the 4.5 echelon comp is, yeah, hey, you got to take the dollar signs out, my guy. Jalen said, really anything that's 300 black out of 556 and cosmetic-wise facts. Vince said, you do a live of you putting it together? No, they'll flag me, bro. They'll flag me for sure. Phil said, I was just curious. You good, Phil? Bruce said, don't need a... Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that, Bruce. Say you don't need a torque wrench for an AR barrel. Lunar said, bro, have Bro, Echelon's been cheap. When I got my Echelon, it was like 700 beans. Waylon says Smith and Wesson bodyguard is better than any Glock. Boy, you need to take a nap. Go said, do you EDC or SIG? Negative. I EDC my Echelon. Fly said, I already subbed, my boy. I appreciate you. Heavy said, Phil, hit me up in Discord DMs. I fire for fun. You never sent me the link, bro. I did. I did. Did you email me? Because I sent it in the email. I believe I sent it in the email, bro. Go ahead and hey, my bad, I for fun. Go ahead and leave another comment. I will get back to all y'all right now, I promise. When it's live over. Cause somebody emailed me and I thought I sent the link in the email. Vincent said LOL. Jalen said you can swap a 16-inch to let boy body. I don't know tools on it. Yeah, but you still want, to be able to tighten it. Heavy said Waylon, clarify. AL said, what lure do you recommend? Well, it really all depends. All lures is low-key the same, bro. I say arrow. Waylon said I'm. Jalen said AR, what you mean? He said, okay, bet. Yeah, fire for fun. My apologies, bro. Just go ahead and leave a comment under my last shorts, and then I'll put the link in there for sure. Because everybody been saying that the link not working. Samuel, you delivered to Germany. Never. Waylon Kimbo said, I'm just trolling, my bad, G. LOL Glock 19 all day. Nah, you good, bro. Heavy said, the OG Bodyguard is trash. The 2.0 is fantastic. Yeah, I got the OG Bodyguard. It is trash. Fly said, getting my new gun today. Finna get a Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. Facts. Arrow all day. Facts. Yeah, I fire for fun, bro. YouTube Shorts. Comment, and I'm going to drop the link. Bruce said, kind of helps to have a vice to put the AR. Yeah, it do. It do. Lunar said, now can we agree all the John Wick tearing tactical shit is just normal AR? Lunar, yes and no. Jacob said, like and sub. E1990 said Lunar, and that's the CAV taxing like a motherfucker. The same gun. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, E1990. Almost 20% of taxes here in CA. What you in Cali, man? That sucks. George said M4, E1 lowers are the best, to be honest. Facts. Bruce said 30, 80 foot-pounds. Easy to get. Yeah. Vince said you rocking S15. No, I'm rocking the PSA Micro Dagger mags, bro. Vincent, I got the PSA Micro Dagger mags. That's what I'm rocking with. I didn't want to go with the Shield Arms mag because you got to change the mag catch. I mean the mag release. The mag release got to be metal. E says CA here. Don't remind me. Hey, I'm from Cali, bro. Vincent said okay, yeah. Snowy Mountain said you get an SS yet, gang? No, but welcome back, Snowy Mountain. What's up? You gonna join the Discord yet, or what? You asking about an SS? You gonna join the Discord yet, bro? I've been told you join the Discord, Snowy Mountain. I think you already in there, but I can't remember. Heavy said no SS. I'm Nevada. Mill, welcome to the live. Go Mariners. Mill, you missed it, bro. I had like almost 200 people. Yeah, no SS in Nevada. Facts. Mill, you missed it. He said I don't got Discord. Oh damn. Yeah, Mill, you missed it. I had almost 200 people in the live. It went up today. Mill. What area in CA? I'm in Central. I'm from the Bay Area, California. That's where I used to live at. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada now though. Lunar said in VA I got night shipping. Hey, you gotta take those you gotta take the dollar signs out, Lunar. Roman said, what's the SS in Nevada? Super safeties are not allowed. Bell said, sub Snowy. Heavy said, get Discord is fun. It is. Mel said, that's hella tight. Yeah, Mel, it was lit, bro. AL said, would you copy a 4-inch 300 blackout? No. Vincent said, y'all changed mag release, but only because I don't use polymer mags. Yeah, you can't use polymer mag releases with the metal. It'll mess your gun up. Bruce said, if you have real good parts and know how to tune your gun right, you don't need to spend a huge amount. You right, Bruce, for sure. Roman said the fuck is a super safety. How old are you, bro? Roman, how old are you? E said the bay about 4 hours north of me. Okay, okay. Compliant Armory said, how's it going, Bruce? Mill said, wish I was there for it. Yeah, Mill. Today was a legendary stream. This is probably the best stream I've ever done, Mill. Vincent said, condom. Vince, hella funny. Vince, you need to be in the Discord, bro. Phil said, Snowy, do you still feel the same way about the dagger being better than the Glock? Snowy said, just wear the plastic mag catch. Nah, I ain't doing that. Lunar said, what you mean by check out the dollar signs? Yeah, you just can't have the dollar signs, bro. YouTube don't like dollar signs. Roman said, like a safety switch that flips up and down. No, Roman, it's not. It make your guns automatic. I mean, it make it like an automatic. Snowy said, take lots of use to do that, though. Lamar Vincent wrote, I own like 5 handguns. I don't know what that is. You really don't know what that is, bro? Y'all like the P365X macro, my fave EDC. It's cool. It's cool. Bruce said, compliant home and back at work tired. Damn. Lunar said, dagger is not better than Glock, just more affordable. Call it beans. Yeah, you got to call it beans, bro. No dollar signs. Jacob say, yo, John. What's up, Jacob? Preston, welcome to the live. What's your fave EDC pistol? Trying to find a good one that's not Glock. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I gotta do something real quick. Hold on. I gotta do something real quick, man. Cause my phone about to die. It's about to die. It's about to die. Phone is about to die. Phone is about to die. Phone about to die. Hold on, y'all. What's good? What's good, man? Hold on. What's good with you? I had to bring this up. Hold on. I gotta bring this up. Hold on. Phone finna die. Hold on. Phone finna die. Hold on. Phone finna die. Yeah, there we go. My favorite EDC is the Echelon. One thing to not cheap out on for AR build would be bow action. Facts. Snowy said legal switches. Bully said sub, just sub. Facts. Demon said get. Jennifer said, yo, cuz, up your game. I got, okay. E said, my bad for the dollar sign. You good. Demon said FRT negative. Rowan said, who the fuck called a super safety? We called a switch. No, a switch is different, bro. Said I thought y'all gun laws was crazy. Not in Nevada. Heavy said, join Discord and we'll learn you about facts. Yeah, join the Discord, bro. Join the Discord. Snowy said we not gonna have a Glock debate again. No, we not doing that. I don't got time for it. Rowan said Vegas gun law super light. GOR said too many guns. Said you running any binaries? Negative, bro. Felipe said shit, my AR build is shit. About 900. Bruce said you can bet your life on a dagger if it runs right. Yeah, Mill said doesn't no SS LOL. Glock bad, HK good. He a kid. I fight for fun. Oh, okay, Roman Jacob said we need too many Glocks back. Heavy, you made him leave. Mill said you won't find a better EDC than Glock. Lunar said it's like with, yeah, right. Young Five said Texas gun law is crazy, but they better though. Bruce said Roman, Google it. Roman said P365X macro. Hellcat Pro. Jennifer said I'm joking, LOL. You good, Jennifer? You good? I ain't tripping. Felipe said Texas has the best gun laws. Facts. 187 said, how are Texas laws crazy? Hellcat, no. Lunar said, bro, that chain and pendant be looking awesome. Heavy said, appreciate you, bro. Heavy said, yeah, my bad, Jacob. He was a little insecure. Jennifer said, or am I? Jacob said, Felipe, I'm in Houston. Bruce said, shit. You a grown man, Vontae. You sound young. Appreciate you, bro. Felipe said, Jacob, I'm in San Antonio. Heavy said he's... Jacob said, LOL. Mills said, SS is not a switch. Not at all. Young Five said, not crazy in a bad way. I love our Texas guns. Bruce said, but mighty. Facts. Jacob said, Texas had the best gun laws. They do. Phil said, LOL, my bad, Snowy. Jennifer Hugo said, Colorado has the best laws. Do they? Do they? Roman said, what the fuck is the big-ass comp? That's the agency arms on the Glock. Bro, do you know anything? Do he know anything? He said, show the guns, fam. They right there. They right there. Mills said, how'd you get 200 plus folks? I don't know, bro. It was cool. It was cool, bro. Phil said, Rowan in person. The chat called it. Yeah, somebody called that shit a tip, bro. Somebody said they liked the tip. Pause. That's really a comp. That's really a comp, bro. But they called it a tip. Someone dropped Discord link on profiles expired. Everybody that want the Discord, please go to one of my YouTube shorts and drop a comment. I will drop the link. I promise. Rowan said that's worse than what I called it. I knew it was a comp. Jennifer said Colorado, you can literally buy open bolt. Oh, damn. OJ said, what's your favorite gun? In my collection, it's my Strybog. Heavy said, I mean, a lot of ladies like the... Okay. Vincent said, notice any difference with the comp? Slightly. Not a lot, but slightly. Rowan said, you like the P35 or no? They cool. Fell over there laughing. They cool. Lunar said, Glock debate the SIG guy. Has a bullet in artery. That's funny, Lennar. Yeah, I ain't doing no more Glock debates. Not today. We did a Glock debate the other day. Jennifer, you can buy an open boat with the right license. Felipe said, CO does not have better gun laws than Texas. Negative. I don't. Who got better gun laws than Texas? I don't really think nobody got better gun laws. Jacob said you need a life for the echelon ASAP. You ain't lying. I do. I do Glock blows. I do, Jacob. I do need a light for my echelon. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really tripping on it, though. I ain't tripping on the echelon. I ain't tripping on the light. I ain't tripping on the light, bro. Said Virginia has solid gun laws. Glock is Nazi gun. What the fuck? Texas doesn't have the best gun laws, LOL. Jacob said, damn, he reading comments from like 5 minutes ago. I already read it, though. AK or AR? AK. Fire for Fun said Glock is the shit. Glock is that shit. You tweaking. Heavy just don't like Glock. Heavy said they just got open carry like 5 years ago. Jennifer Hugo says SIG has a reputation of firing in the holster. Yeah, that's true. Brian, welcome to the live. Said, boy. Yeah. But Heavy don't like Glock. Heavy likes Smith & Wesson, HK. Heavy don't like Glock. It is what it is, though. He said, hey, Vincent, you got to come join the Discord. Like and subscribe. Facts. Damn, why he did that? Said, heavy hitter, you tripping. Texas got the best gun laws, hands down. And said, Jacob said, I have no hate for any gun brands. I like them all. Facts. Especially the 320. Ahaha said, that's why you ain't say shit. What you talking about? Y'all just be coming to the live trolling. I hope y'all know when y'all troll, y'all be looking stupid. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, like, what be going in people's head when they be like, let me go troll. Because that shit be looking stupid. I be laughing. Can we get me up to 90 likes? Can we get me to 90 likes, y'all? Shadow, welcome to the live. Glock is good, but overrated for sure. Can we get me up to 90 likes? Jacob said, oh, yeah, I don't like SIG. Roman said, overrated. Yeah, Mills said, trolls are dumb. Facts. Can we get me up to 90? Ooh, okay. Thank you, guys. Can we get me to 100 likes? Let's get me to 100, y'all. Roman said, I'll take a 365 over a Glock for sure. That's cool. Phil said, Heavy, what Glock did to you? I don't know. I don't know, man. Heavy got a vendetta with Glocks. I don't know, bro. I don't know what they did to him. Oklahoma got the best gun laws and laws, period. I mean, that's what's up. Can we get me up to 100 likes, y'all? Can we get me up to 100 likes, y'all? Jacob said, yeah, Heavy, he's reading comments from like 10 minutes ago. Nah, my comments is caught up, bro. Y'all tripping. 187 says Sig. Yeah, y'all tripping. My comments is caught up. My shit caught up, bro. Okie said Oklahoma on top with the gun laws. Is my live tripping again? Too many Glock fanboys. Fanboys, you mean, bro? Hey, somebody let me know. Is my live tripping or what? Because they keep saying 10 minutes ago. Is my live tripping? Cali has best laws in the world. Is my live tripping, bro? You good? No, Von. Said Roman can't even spell. He said, okay, I think Glock is a fantastic firearm. I don't like them personally. I just like to troll the Glock fanboys. It's like triggering. Roman said, the live is good. You're good. Appreciate it. They got McDonald's Wi-Fi. I definitely got some weak-ass Wi-Fi. I don't like it, bro. I pay so much money for my Wi-Fi, and it be tripping, bro. Can we get me up to 100 likes, y'all? I still don't see how I had almost 200 people in here, and I'm less than 100 likes. Can we get me up to 100 likes? Compliant Armory for EDC and home defense. You want to find something reliable and inexpensive, and make sure it's something you don't mind losing if you have to use it. Anything is good, just make sure you train. Compliant Armory, facts. Compliant Armory, you should come join the Discord, bro. Compliant, come join the Discord. Okie said heavy hitter must carry a high point. Nah, Okie, heavy hitter don't, though. Content said, yeah, be tripping. It do. You got hood Wi-Fi. Man, Vegas got bad providers. I live here, too. Roman, you in Vegas? You got to link up. It's definitely bad Wi-Fi in Vegas. For y'all that don't know, Vegas has the worst shit Wi-Fi. I'm not going to lie to you. He said, Phil said, how heavy feels towards Glock. I feel the same way towards Sig. Green said, how do you feel about YN guns like ARP with no brace? That shit stupid. I ain't gonna lie, Green, that's stupid. Vincent said Glock works, but damn, a 1911 is like an extension of your arm. I want a 1911. I ain't gonna lie. Heavy said, okay, I know Yeet cannons for life. Vincent said all the casinos tanking the Wi-Fi. I ain't never thought of that. They probably are. Because Wi-Fi suck in Vegas. But anywho, can we get me up to 100 likes, y'all? Can we get me up to 100 likes? I just want to know. I'm at 93 likes right now. Can we get me up there? Green said, for sure, it's annoying seeing the ignorance in the black gun community on YouTube Shorts. Green, you know it is what it is, bro. People gonna do what they gonna do. It don't bother me. I don't really, it's gonna do what it's gonna do, bro. He said, Glock fanboy go off the charts when you say that they say. I swear they do. Heavy know how to get people riled up because they definitely don't like that at all. At all, for real, for real. They don't like that. Heavy said everyone is learning, Green. Yeah, they are. People are learning. Some people just being ignorant by choice, but most people learning. Like me, I'm still learning. A lot of people say that I have a lot of gun knowledge, but when I talk to my people in Discord, I feel like I don't have enough gun knowledge, if you ask me. Green said, I guess, but guns are something you can mistake with. No, you can't. You right. Jacob said, I'm going to port my HK, but I don't know what ports to go with. Put it in the Discord, Jacob. Roman said, which range you go to out here in Vegas? Roman, what range you go to? Jennifer Hugo said, fun fact, it's made from rust dust and aluminum dust. No, I didn't know that. Jacob, use a drill bit. Heavy said, Kimbers and HKs for life. I can't wait to get me a Kimber. Desert said, what you mean, Desert? A rain and change? What you mean, Desert? I definitely dropped down. Young Five said, I know I'm one of them, no cap. Vincent said 40 USP HH. Roman said, haha, I go far north, my brother. All the way north. Damn, so he said arrangement change? What you mean, Desert? Like, far as like my viewers? I definitely dropped some viewers. Mill said limbers are trash in the last 5 years. Damn. So Roman, you go to the desert? Cause I go to what's that range called? I go to 702 range. He said the guns out look different. Oh, that's what you mean. No, what happened, Desert, was I got off work and my phone wasn't fully charged and I hopped on live and my phone almost died, Desert. So right now where I'm at my computer desk with my charger. Mill said Kimbers. Oki said that echelon, great gun too, but I do love my Glocks. Fat Green said not having a brace might cost a civilian. Facts. That's true. Heavy said that's because their CEO is now the CEO. Sig. Roman said Clark County shooting complex all the way north. It's a couple others also. Oh, you go to Clark County? That's up Decatur, right, Roman? Desert said, got you, bro. Yeah. Heavy said Kimber is back. Their new lineups are fire. Yeah. Shadow said, does that comp work? It do. Jennifer Hugo said, have you ever stippled your own grips? I made a Desert Snake texture camel that would have cost him. No, I didn't, but that's tight, Jennifer. Jacob said, you got a gaming PC, Vaughn? Not yet. I'm going to wait till I move to get all that. Roman said, yeah, it is. Okay, I know where you go. Oki said, why ain't love ARPs, no pop-up sites or optics? Yeah, that's stupid. I don't like that, but, you know, it ain't my judgment. Rowan said, get the Radiant Ramjet and Afterburner comp. That's what my boy Pat keeps saying. Shadow said, why ain't equals buy a drum mag before sights? Facts. Green said, 500 is nothing to me when it comes to guns, but it's too much when it comes to my other hobbies. LOL. Y'all got to forget to take that $sign out. Y'all can't have the $signs in the chat. But can we get me up to 100 likes, please? I'm at a 95. Can we get me up to 100? I need 5 more likes. Heavy say you're not wrong at Green. You not wrong. Not at all, bro. Can we get me up to 100 likes? What's the deal? Can we do that? We could get me up to 100 likes. Oh, we at 96. We need 4 more likes. It's 52 people. I doubt all of y'all are part of that 97. Let's get me up to 100. Gamer Boy said I'm back. Rowan said, you ever play poker? I have. Vincent said, like I did. Facts. Heavy said, 4 more likes, everyone. Yeah, let's get it up. Jacob said, yo, Vaughn, do you dry fire a lot? I do. Green said, I've been meaning to get a PS5 for a whole year now, but I bought like 4 guns. I feel you. We had 99 likes. I appreciate y'all. I know that 100 like coming. Jennifer Hugo said 500 is range ammo. Facts. Bell said, I said this a few days ago in your live. Low key would be cool to see a Glock. Yeah, it would be cool. We had 100 likes. Let's go. We had 100 likes. I appreciate y'all, man. We got it. Joe Mama said, I heard there's a hidden icon inside the gun barrel. Shit. Check it out and see. He said optics or no optics on everyday carry. I normally go with no optics, but I got an optic on my echelon just because it look cool. Felipe say, shit, when I hit the range, I'm putting no less than 500 rounds down range. Felipe, facts. Gamer Boy said, what happened to the blue Glock? I had to change locations, you feel me? It's all AI. Tomorrow, if y'all come tomorrow night, I'm going to have more stuff out too. Heavy said, me personally, no optics on my carries. Yeah, I don't really do the optics. Gamer Boy said, oh, I understand. Yeah, my phone had died, so, you know, AI had to kick in, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't really like optics. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I went with that optic because it looks cool. So it is what it is, you feel me? It look cool. Can we get me up to 110 likes? Jacob said I carry with optics and big lights mainly. Yeah, the big lights, I feel like they help with recoil, right, Jacob? Phil said, you that'll fly off the shelf semi. Yeah, it would. A Glock 18 semi-automatic wouldn't last on the shells. Roman said, I run optic and flashlight on my 365 shit. Hey, Roman, leave me a comment under my YouTube shorts. We gonna have to get up and go shoot, bro. Because you in Vegas, I'm in Vegas. We gonna have to go shoot. For sure. Green said, I do optics on my full size and compacts. but not on my subcompacts and slimlines. Facts. Jacob said it balances out. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, Roman, you gonna have to hit me on my YouTube shorts. For sure, for sure. So we could go shoot or something. He said that's smooth. Facts, facts, for sure. I wonder if my boy Social still up so we can hop on that Black Ops 6 right now. I'm trying to hop on that Black Ops Zombies in a little bit. Who got Black Ops 6? Who's trying to run it? Who trying to run it? Who trying to run it on the Black Ops 6? Gamer Boy said I'm a cowboy, but I use pistols. I have a Glock 17 with an optic and laser. Most of my collections, though, is cowboy guns and weapons. So you got a lot of wheel guns, bro? He said, you got any full-size pistols? Yeah, you looking at it. My Echelon's full-size, my 5.7 full-size. He said, which one is Black Ops Zombies? Black Ops 6 got zombies, bro. It got zombies heavy. Rowan said, I stopped playing Black Ops after... Oh, yeah, Black Ops 2 was the shit. But you tripping. Black Ops 6 is cool. They zombies go crazy, though. I like they zombies. Phil said, what's your favorite zombie map on Black Ops 6? To be honest, Phil, I ain't played Black Ops 6 in a minute. Like the zombies. I play Black Ops 6 multiplayer, so I can't tell you the zombie map because I ain't played Black Ops 6 zombies in a while. Who trying to run it, though? Heavy said, I just bought Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 today. Damn, Heavy, did you really? That's what's up. All right, okay. I didn't know you play games like that because you always shitting on us in the Discord. I didn't know you play games like that, bro. Can we get me up to 110 likes or we staying at 100? What we doing, y'all? Can we get to 110 or we staying at 100? Let me know something. Let me know. We staying at we staying at 100 or we could get to 110. Vincent said Battlefield 6 for sure. For sure. Heavy said they all came in one disc for the 360. Oh yeah, you do got the 360. Heavy, you forgot. You winning, bro. You could get so many games on the 360. And you got Black Ops 1? Oh my goodness. Zombies on Black Ops 1 was the best zombies ever. I think the best zombies was Black Ops 1 and 2. Can't nobody tell me nothing different. Gamer Boy said I play Warzone, but the game I'm playing now is, what is that, Red Dead Redemption 2? Chapin, what's up, twin? What's good, bro? That's how you say it, right? Chapin plays? Black Ops 1 goated. Facts. Snowy Mountain. Facts. Gamer Boy said, yeah, okay, Red Dead. I never played Red Dead Redemption. We had one-on-one. Can we give me the 110? Y'all fucking with me or no? Y'all fucking with me or no? I almost gave y'all 3 hours of my life tonight. Can we give me the 110? You know what I'm saying? Y'all fucking with it or no? I've been live for an hour and 48 minutes. That's almost 3 hours. Y'all fucking with me or no? He said, yeah, that's it. That's the name, bro. Facts. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to double tap the screen. Don't forget to sub. And don't forget to turn y'all notifications to all. Young Five said, no cap. Black Ops 2 was my shit. I'm telling you, bro. Vincent said, like I did. Facts. David K, welcome to the live. You need a 1911, brother. You know what? You know what, David? You like the fifth person to say that. I'm coming 1911. I'm coming 1911. Since y'all think I need a 1911, Heavy gonna be happy for me. I think I'm coming 1911. I'm not even. I'ma wait. My next gun was gonna be the AK, the Glock 20, the M&P 2.0, and now the VP9. You know what? I might not even get the VP9 or the M&P 2.0. I might get the AK and the 11. We gonna do the AK and the 1911, man. I'm not gonna lie. David said 2 world. The Special Alpha said 1911 9 mil. David said all jokes aside, they shoot like a dream. You know what? We come in 1911. Y'all want to see a 1911? We come in 1911. AK in 1911 is what it is. He said, yeah, man, something like all plastic. Queso, welcome to the live. Snowy said, get a Taurus 1911. They feed almost anything. Vincent said, yes, 1911. Monkey said, you should get a Glock 22. Welcome back, Monkey. Gen 1, I'm cool. Gamer Boy said, I play a lot, but with rodeos and work, I haven't been. Oh, you be doing rodeos? The Special Alpha said, get a double stack 1911 and 9 mil. Heavy said, do it, AK in 1911. We come in 1911, Heavy. I'm not even lying. We gonna hold off on the M&P 2.0 carry comp. We gonna hold off on the VP9. I think it's the A1F. And I might hold off on the Glock 20 because I think I'm coming 1911. AK and 1911. I ain't gonna lie. Glock 22 fire. They cool. I'm not a big fan of the 40. Phil said my favorite zombie map on Black Ops 6 is, I don't know how to say that name. Queso said 1911. X, welcome to the live. He said 19X. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If y'all listening, we come in 1911, okay? Listen very closely. AK-47 question mark. Yes, so yes, sir, Queso. We come in AK-47 and 1911. Monkey said, what AK are you thinking about getting? It's fuck. What is it called again? It's a Riley Defense Rack 47. Heavy said 1911s have soul. Glocks are like gingers. Whoa. The special alpha said the trigger on a 1911 will make you feel like a better shooter. David K said that's funny. I'm selling my M70. Yeah, you can't talk about that in the live, David. I appreciate you for letting me know that though. All my information is in my YouTube bio. So anything you want to talk about, just hit me on there. I got my YouTube, I got my Instagram, TikTok, and my email. Anything you want to talk about or as far as selling, put it in my email. Email or my Instagram. Jacob said, what AK you getting, Von? It's called a Riley Defense. Riley Defense. Gamer Boy said, yeah, I go across America to the professional rodeo. Oh, that's what's up, bro. How old are you, Gamer Boy? B-Boy, 2011. Welcome to the stream, bro. 1911. Phil said, Draco, never. David said, oh, got you. Yeah, it's all good, David. David, definitely go add me on Instagram right now. Let me know what you talking about. Jacob said, get the VP9. Rudy said, changed up the background, Vine. Yeah, because my phone had died, Rudy. It would almost died. Monkey said, what's the muzzle brake? What's the muzzle brake on the Glock? That's a compensator, bro. Riley, great. Gamer Boy, 26. Damn, you be traveling the world at 26 doing rodeos? That's what's up. I've been 3 weeks sober. W's in the chat for Chapin. He said I've been 3 weeks sober, right? W's in the chat for him, bro. I love to hear when people say they sober. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Chapin. W's in the chat for him, bro. That it takes a long. It's hard to get sober. W's in the chat for my boy, man. I just met him today, but W's in the chat for him. Young Five said, "Damn, now I have to get a new toy, baby. Where you at? I need a 1911." Everybody saying W. Felipe say, "Shit, you come to Texas? Let's link." One day, Felipe. One day. But you in the Discord now, so we could definitely stay in touch. I appreciate y'all for putting those W's in the chat for him. Anybody who's, working on sobriety, hey, Rudy said, what's your IG? Rudy, my IG is on my YouTube bio. My IG is, everybody, if y'all want to add me on IG, it's Mr. All Gold. GOLD. Mr. All Gold. My Instagram is Mr. All Gold. Phil said, I for real would be down to play zombies with you one day, Von. Facts, just let me know. Blue, welcome to the live. Keep going strong, homie. W. Facts. W's for him. It don't matter. It don't matter what you sober from. W's. Whatever you sober from. It could be smoking weed. It could be whatever. W's to that, bro. Chapin said, facts, I'm going to stay like that, too. Thank you, man. Thank you all. I won't let y'all down. Facts. Chapin, how old are you, bro? Chapin, how old are you? I need to know right now. 3 years sober. It gets better. Snowy Mountains. W's in the chat for him. 3 weeks sober. 3 years sober. I'm sorry. W's in the chat. Gamer Boy, I got sober 3 years ago with the fun drinks. I just said that because I don't know what the rules are for words. Yeah, you got to watch what words you say. But W's in the chat for Snowy Mountain. W's in the chat for Gamer Boy. They sober. W's in the chat for them, man. Blessings. Y'all doing it. W's in the chat for them. Y'all put a W for them. Chapin. Snowy Mountain. Gamer Boy. They are now sober. W's in the chat for them. Vincent said, don't fall into the rabbit hole of 1911, LOL. Do your research, my G. You don't like the 1911, Vincent? Phil said, but I don't got a headset, though. I don't got one either, Phil. Blue said these two pieces are nice, bro. Just picked up my ARP last week. What you get? Monkey said I live in Missouri, so I can legally build suppressors and sell them. That's what's up, bro. You can't talk about it in the live, but that's what's up. Up the Glock Thomas. Those pistols are very top tier. I like them. That compensator looks damn good. Is the other one a Glock? No, that's a Springfield Echelon. K said W. Gamerboy said the Lord changed my life. Facts, bro. Vincent said love it, but shit gets expensive. Chapin said I'm 28, bro. My birthday was legend. I've been struggling addiction since 15. Oh my God, bro. You know what? W's in the chat, Chapin. I'm glad you better. I'm glad you better. Queso say everything again. The FRT trigger. Yeah, but they not legal in Nevada, bro. Fucking sucks. Christian, welcome to the live, brother. You like Canics? Not really. I don't have nothing against them. I just don't like them. Jacob said W's. We got 56 people on the live. Can we get me up to 110 likes? 110 likes. We at 106. We 4 likes away. We are 4 likes away. We are 4 likes away, my guy. Again, if anybody wants to get in touch with me outside of YouTube, y'all could go to my YouTube bio. I have my Instagram, I have my TikTok, and my email. So if you want to get at me, go to my YouTube bio. I got my Instagram, TikTok, email. Also, if you want to join the Discord that I created, I think a month or two ago. No, I think I created my Discord like 2 months ago. But anywho, if you want to join my Discord, go to one of my YouTube shorts and drop anything. That way I can find you, and I'll drop my Discord link. Says Springfield is definitely dependable and look good. Thank you, bro. Chapman said I appreciate you all, man. W for Snowy. Facts. Gamer Boy said Chapman, I get that. My life got messed up. So I started drinking. Just got on hand. Well, W's for y'all for not going back down that hole. Davis said, is that a switch? Negative. It's a, what the fuck is that? It's a I forget what it's called. It's not a switch though, bro. That's why I got it, because it looked like a switch. Ron, welcome to the live. It's a it's a slide racker plate. That's what it's called. It's called a slide racker plate. I couldn't get it off the top of my head, but hell yeah, give me up to 110, y'all. We 3 likes away from 110. We got 45 people in here. We went from 200 to 45. It's all good though. I had 100 people in my live for like an hour. So I'm cool with that, because I've been live almost 3 hours. So I'm cool with that, bro. I had 100 people in here for an hour. So you feel me? I got 100 people's attention. David said, okay, facts. Yeah, it's a slide racker plate. It looks nice. It just helps you rack the gun better. So instead of you grabbing the slide and racking the gun, you just pull it from the back. Gamer said, I got a 45 Army single action. That's dope. Luther, welcome to the live, bro. What's that on the Glock? That's a compensator. That's a compensator, bro. That's all. That's a comp. That's a comp for sure. David said, I'm talking about the gold and black one. Oh, that's a Springfield Echelon, and that's a slide racker plate on the back. That's that slide racker plate on the back, my guy. 777, you got them switches? Negative. We can't even talk about switches on the live, bro. Phil says, sup, Lex Luthor. 47 people in the live. Can we get me up to 110? There's 3 more likes. Luther said it helps with recoil. Yes, sir. 777 says, sorry, bro. Nah, you good, bro. You good. You didn't know. You didn't know. I ain't mad at you. Hey, but for real, though, we got 45 people in here. Let's get me up to 110. Phil said I had to. We know you did. We at 108. We need two more likes. 110. Let's get me up to 110. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn y'all notifications on all. Because when you subscribe, you got to go to my page and hit subscribe again and then hit all so you can get my notification. Because I'm cool as hell, and I will be going live every day. I go live tomorrow night, too. Tonight has been like the best live I've done ever, because I got like 200 people in my live. I'm at 49 now, but you know what I'm saying? I've been live almost 3 hours, so you know, that many people ain't gonna stay around for that long. But yeah, man, this is probably the best live I did tonight. I'm gonna be back tomorrow night too. For sure, for sure. David said, is they loaded? Negative. Phil said, I had to. Said, look, gamer boy, I promise you it will be the best decision you will make in your life. I believe in you, man. When you're ready to go, when you're ready for help, go seek for it. And just put all the effort in. Facts. Liam, welcome to the live. Bum. Gamer boy, I have an AR with a drum. And thank you. I appreciate it. David said, is the gun loaded? Negative. Chapin, you want to join the Discord, bro? You seem pretty positive. You got any guns, Chapin? You got any guns, Chapin? Luther said, is that an M18? No, that's not an M18. M18 is on the other side. I had the M18 in the live earlier, but I had to switch locations. But yeah, Chapin, if you got any guns, bro, you could join the Discord. Like I said again, anybody want to join the Discord, you got to be 18. And you gotta have a gun, no trolling, no sensitivity. I don't want nobody sensitive in the Discord. And then just leave a comment under my shorts, any shorts. Leave a comment, and I'll send you the link to the Discord. We at 109. Can we get me up to 110? That's all I'm trying to get. 110. We could get me up to 110, y'all. One more like. That's it. And no, I do not get paid for likes at all. I'm just trying to get up to 110. I'm trying to get monetized for real. So we on the road to monetization or whatever it's called. Okay, we at 110, baby. Let's go. Y'all done got me up to 110. Chapin said I can't get one yet, Von. I don't have a license. Oh, damn. Baldwin said I liked. That's what's up. I appreciate you. 110. We at 111. Gamer Boy said, David, I don't think you're allowed to show loaded guns on here. No, not at all. David said, I got a Glock with a drum. What Glock you got? All right, y'all. We at 112. Can we get me to 120? Can we get me to 120? We at 112 likes. Can we get me up to 120? You said you got a Glock with a drum. What Glock, though? Heavy say you're not allowed to touch your guns on YouTube Live. Not at all. Not at all. They would definitely strike me. I don't want no strike. I think my last, because they said you can't have, I got a warning, but they said you can't get another warning within 90 days or it's a strike. And if you get 3 strikes, you lose your YouTube. I work so hard, I ain't trying to even lose my shit. Baldwin said, I just got caught with a 26. What you mean you just got caught? Phil said, Chapin, you can still get guns without a license. Use your ID. Facts. Facts, Chapin. Facts. No lie. No lie. Say I'm a felon. Oh, shit. You a felon trying to have guns? You know that's a big no-no. Come on, bro. You a felon trying to have guns, bro? No judgment, but come on. You know that's a no-no. You know you can't even rock like that, man. I bet, Phil, I bet social sleep. I need somebody to run Black Ops 6 Zombies with. Because if y'all ain't trying to run it, I'm going to end up watching a movie. Said rather be with it than without it. Facts. I can't lie. Charlie, is that an echelon? Yes, sir. That's an echelon. That is an echelon. That's an echelon. Welcome to the live. Charlie Baldwin, welcome to the live. Heavy, welcome back. Welcome back, Heavy. Gamer Boy said, I understand it. I keep a in my boots, so if I get mud... Right. Right, Gamer Boy. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You crazy. You sound crazy. Derringer in the boot? That sound crazy, but that's lit. You got to do what you got to do. Another thing, y'all, I will be building... Well, I don't know if I'm lying or not. I do feel like building my lower. I'll probably build it in the morning. I ain't gonna lie. Because building the lower only take like 20 to 30 minutes. So I might build it in the morning. Baldwin said, where you out of? Las Vegas, Nevada. Charlie said, dude, I've been wanting that one. I got the Hellcat Pro, but my hands are a bit... Nah, yeah, you definitely need that echelon, bro. The echelon's lovely. Luther said, do you have any issues with the M18? Negative. Jacob said 113, get a bodyguard 2.0. No, Heavy. I'm coming with that 1911. Y'all asked for it. So AK and 1911. I do want a Glock 20 still. I do want a Glock 21. I do want an M&P 2.0 carry comp, and I'm thinking about the VP9A1F. That's some new shit. Apparently, it's some new shit. But y'all keep telling me come 1911. I'm coming 1911. Baldwin said, okay, I'm in Cali. What part of Cali? Phil said, but if we do, it's going to be... Okay, I don't care. I don't care, Phil. I don't play Black Ops 6 Zombies at all. So I don't have no maps or none of that. Gamer Boy said someone I know got robbed, so I don't really feel safe, you know? Yeah. Chapin said, I'll keep that in mind, but y'all have a good one, chat. You too, Vontae. I appreciate you, twin. Hey, Chapin, tap in with me, bro. Follow me on Instagram. I want to check on you. I want to make sure you're doing good. Charles said I got that Glock 23 5th gen. Okay. I'm in Bakersfield. Okay, that's what's up. You say it's going to be 20 to 30 minutes, but that's without the 45 minutes to an hour of searching for the detents and springs you end up losing. You asshole. I'm going to say 20 to 30 minutes because I did lose that detent so many times. If you ever built an AR-15, you know you lose those detents so many times. And if I lose the detent, I'm going to be mad because I got to go to work tomorrow. So the odds of me putting the AR together and then losing the detent, I'm going to cry. Charlie said I got the 19X with a laser light combo. That's what's up. CR said, what kind of suppressor is that? That is a comp. Charles said I'm in Vegas. What part of Vegas, bro? What part of Vegas, Charles? Phil said the maps are free, bro. I might be rusty as shit, but I hadn't played in a long time. Me neither, bro. So that's the both of us. That's the both of us, bro. Content Polar Bear. I appreciate it. I'll tap in on Instagram. Yeah, follow me, Chappin. Said newbies. You funny. Gamer Boy said, yo, Vontae, what type of vehicle do you have? I got a Chevy. Why? I got a Chevy. Why? Charles said, I got an AR-15. Chappin said, hi. He straight up said, what kind of vehicle? What kind of vehicle do you have, Gamer Boy? I got a Chevy. Charles said, up in Northwest Vegas. Okay. Said, you getting off live, Von? Not yet. Not yet. When I do get off live, though, he said, where you from? I'm from the Bay Area. Where you from? Charles said, I'm in Northwest Vegas. Charles. That's what's up, bro. Gamer Boy said, what vehicle you got? What kind of vehicle you got, bro? Said, what is this live? This is a gun live, bro. Gamer Boy said, I got a Ram 2016 3500. That's what's up, bro. Jacob said, you better not. I'm enjoying the live. I appreciate you, bro. Heavy said, Vontae, Gamer Boy is outside your house right now. He's making sure it's the right place. Charles, shit, I have a lot of guns. I have some Bay Dogs. Okay, that's what's up. Chris said, what are those? They're guns. They're guns, my guy. They're guns for sure. They guns for sure, bro. He said, what kind of do they guns? What you talking about? Ignorance is bliss. You don't know what type of guns these are, bro? You don't know guns, Chris? This is a Springfield Echelon and a 43X Gen 5. So 43X Gen 5, my guy. Gamer Boy said, my bad, 2017 Ram 3500. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I got a Chevy. Roman said, now tell me what a suppressor safety is. I don't know. Tell me what a super safety. Bro, Roman, come to the damn Discord, because your ass is killing me, bro. I feel like you would fit in Discord. Come to the Discord, and we'll tell you what a super safety is, because I can't tell you on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube. Because I don't know how to explain the super safety. Phil said, what's your inbox gamer tag? It's, My gamer tag is Big Money 2323221. Heavy said super safeties are called napkins. Content said, oh, looks like garbage. That's what's up. Gamer Boy said, what are your thoughts on Fords? I don't really know cars like that, bro. I don't know cars like that. I ain't never had an issue with a Ford. I heard bad things about Ford, though. I heard bad things about Chevy. I hear good things about Ram, though. He said big money ass. Oh, okay. How I joined Discord. Roman, go ahead and drop a comment under my YouTube shorts, and then I'll put the link in there. I got a Gen 3 Glock 17, Gen 3 Glock 23, Gen 3 Glock 20, Gen 4. Okay, that's what's up, bro. I just followed you, twin. On what? On Instagram, Charlie? I mean, Chapman? 43X Shield Orange Mag. No, this is a PSA Dagger Micro Mag. Roman said that the FN Reflex? Nah, not at all. That's a Springfield Echelon. You keep getting it wrong, bro. He said, hold up, Big Money 2323221. Phil, it's Big Money 2323221. Heavy said, you got Discord, Roman? Roman said, yeah. Chris said, you got a 10 mil, not yet. Row bands. Okay. He said, zoom out. There you go. I forgot I was zoomed in. That's funny. Lil Rock, welcome to the live. Gamer Boy said the only issue I got a problem with is the damn transmission. For your RAM? Damn. Content said, yeah. Reyes said, how reliable are the PSA Mags? Very reliable, bro. I chose not to go with the Shield Arms Mag because I don't want to put that metal mag release on my gun. That's stupid to me, bro. Cause like you gotta think, you still got your stock mags. He said you got a 40 negative, no 40s. That's why I'm trying to look for another caliber now. I got all 9s, a 5.7, and then obviously my 5.56. That's what I got. I got the 5.7, 5.56. I got a 380. Hold on. I got the 5.7, 5.56, 380, and then I got the 9. I do got a 380. So already seen this BS. Okay, well, hop off the live then, bro. I appreciate you for joining, but hop off if it's BS. You feel me? Hop off if it's BS, bro. You see, I heard the metal release will eat up the plastic. They will. They will. Gamer Boy said my girl said she likes the guns. That's what's up. Gamer Boy, how old are you? Oh, you told me you was 21, right, Gamer Boy? Like 20, 21, 28, something like that? You 28, Gamer Boy? That's what you told me, right? You said got an AR 5.56 and a Bullpup Tavar 5.56. That's what's up, Chris. That's what's up, bro. What kind of 5.56 you got? Like, what kind of AR? Or is it an AR? Because you said you got an AR. Or you got a 5.56. 26. Roman said, is that the FN Reflex? Nah, bro. That's a 43X. Gamer Boy, come join the Discord. Roman, join the Discord. Y'all want to join the Discord? Leave a comment under my YouTube shorts, and I'll drop that link. Come join the Discord. Big Money 2323221. Phil, you got to get it right. Big Money 2323221. Heavy said, Roman, listen to him. Yeah, bro, it's not a flex. I don't own an FN at all. Gorilla Gaming, what state you in, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not. He said, but I'm pissed I'm stuck in bum-ass state right now. What state you in? I'm in Nevada. He's got a Glock and an Echelon. Facts. Echelon and a Glock. Okay, I probably will. You should join it, bro. I don't know why. Probably, Gamer Boy. You would like it. Roman said, I might be seeing a different video. This shit shows 4 or 5 different firearms. Yeah, you might be watching a different video, bro. Said maybe it's glitched. Ed, welcome to the live. I got the 510 and PS90. Ooh, that's what's up, bro. Reyes said, oh, dude is from Cali. Yeah, I'm from Cali. I'm from the Bay Area. How you guess that? Chris said AR. Okay. All right, that's what's up. Chapman said, you have a good one, chat. I'll tap in with y'all later. Facts. Roman, exit out of the live and re-enter. Yeah, you got to get out the live and come back. Gamer Boy said, I'm in Louisiana. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Phil said, bro, just say it slowly one more time. I'm for real. Phil, my gamer tag. Let me get close to the phone. Phil, my gamer tag is Big Money 23232221. You got that? He said, "Oh, for real? Where at?" I'm from San Jose. I'm from the Bay Area, bro. I came from Hayward, California. Bro. He said, "Oh yeah, it's fixed now." Chris said, "I got the Ruger 57 blue tips too, gang." Yeah, I got a. I think I shot all my blue tips at the range last time, but I got Spear Gold Dot. If you know about them, then you know Spear Gold Dot for 5.7 is 80 beans for 50 rounds. Gamer Boy said, "Not really, it's too hot." Gorilla Gaming said, "Shit, I'm on the East Coast." Like, I think you think Maryland. How old are you, bro? Kind of asked to him. Finna move soon, to be honest. 23232221. Facts, bro. How old are you, bro? Thank you, Heavy. Gorilla Gaming said, "I'm finna move south." Okay. They're very beautiful. Thank you. IR. Welcome to the live. IREM said, I mean, laws in general, like stand your ground. Chris said, gold 38 special, marble handle. Damn, that's what you got? What's up, gang? Can we give me the 120? Can we give me the 120? I'm at 112 likes. Can we get me to 120? Or y'all gonna keep hating? We gonna stay at 112 all night? Or y'all gonna give me the 120, gang? What we doing? What we doing, gang? Y'all gonna give me the 120? I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see if y'all gonna give me the 120. I seen 113, then somebody took their like back. Chris said Donald Trump 1911-45 makes America great again. Gamer Boy said, personally, I would like Chris's gun. That 38, that gold 38 special with the marble handle, I would like that too. I ain't gonna lie, Chris got some shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. You got something, Chris. You got something for sure. Phil, let me know if you added me, bro, so I could go ahead and hop on. Because I've been live for 3 hours. I really appreciate the 37 people that's still in here. I appreciate the 200 people that was in here. Don't trust the gov ever. Chris said, Gamer Boy, I'm in Louisiana too. Where you at, gang? Chris, come join the Discord. Heavy, drop that Discord link. Joey said, yo, welcome, Joey. Heavy, drop that Discord link. For anybody that want to be in the Discord, go to my YouTube shorts, drop a comment, and I will drop that Discord link. Also, Phil sent me a request. There we go. There we go, Phil. I just got it. Also, my guy Heavy gonna drop the Discord link. All you gotta do is copy it and paste it in Google and go from there. Also, if you got a Discord, you can add me. My name is Big Von. My name Big Von on the Discord. I need a switch. We can't talk about switches in the live. But yeah, man. Big Von, I forget what it is. But yeah, come join the Discord. He said, what's your opinion on the Echelon? Get it? I love my Echelon. Gamer Boy said like an hour outside of Baton Rouge. Phil said, sent you a friend request. I seen it. Chris said, I'm in Baton Rouge. Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, I have given y'all 3 hours of my time. I got 27 people in here. Can we give me the 120 likes? That's all I'm asking. 120 likes. I've given y'all 3 hours. Can we get to 120 likes, my guy? 120 likes, my guy. We at 113. Can we get to 120? Gamer Boy said, hell yeah. Yeah, man. Gamer Boy, go ahead and if you don't want to join that Discord, Gamer Boy, go add me on Instagram. Y'all pretty cool in the chat. I would love to keep in contact with everybody. Joey said like and sub for me. Facts, Joey. I appreciate you. Chris said, what you gonna do for them likes, gang? I can go do nothing. Heavy said, all right, I'm out. Good night, everyone. All right, Heavy, I thank you for being in here, man. Phil said, loading up Black Ops. Phil, when I hop off, I'm getting on that. LDN said, where you get that P80 frame from? That is not a P80, LDN. That is a Springfield Echelon, and that is a Glock 43X. Those are not P80s. We had 114 likes. Let's get me up to 120. We still got 40 people going strong. Gamer Boy said I might have to go to bed soon. This girl is tired and don't want to keep her up. Hey, Gamer Boy, I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow night if you join. I will be back streaming tomorrow night. I'm going to give y'all another 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? I will be back streaming tomorrow night. So hopefully tomorrow night goes good like tonight did. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, it's 10:55 p.m. I'm finna get off in a little bit. Not right now though. Up the Glock, what's good? Which one has more recoil? The 43X. Gamer Boy said, oh, yes, sir. Join me back tomorrow night, Gamer Boy. I will be looking for you. I plan on it, G Facts. I appreciate you for stopping by. We have 40 viewers, 114 likes. Can we get me up to 120? Can we get up to 120 likes, my guy? Said it's 12:56 for me. Okay, you 2 hours ahead of me. All right. Yeah, go ahead and get some rest, my guy. I'll be back on tomorrow. I think in the morning I'm going to start building this lower. I might not touch it at all, though. I'm low-key lazy. I ain't going to lie. I might not touch the lower at all, bro. I'm low-key lazy with it. Jacob says, same here, Gamer Boy. Snowy Mountains just joined. Facts. That's what's up, bro. We got the Discord popping. I was at 58 people in the Discord. Now I'm at like 62. So at least out of 200 people, at least 4 of y'all join. That's cool. I'm not looking for hella people to join. I ain't looking for too many people to join the Discord. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for too many people to join it. Because you got to think, 100 people in the Discord, that's a lot of messages going off. And I be in my Discord every day, all day. I do got 2 jobs, though. I got a family and all that. I still got to manage the Discord. But, yeah, man. Can we get me up to 120 likes if I head out? Or we going to keep it at 114? We going to keep it at 114 or we going to get it up? Also, I done gave y'all 3 hours. I probably might hop off right now. So I'm finna go hop and play the game real quick. I'll probably hop off. But I do thank y'all for joining the live. I thank y'all for being here. I will be back live tomorrow night for sure. But I'm most likely finna hop off. I ain't gonna lie. Phil, be looking for me, bro. I'm finna hop on the game. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out. Y'all go like, subscribe, all that. I'm out of here. Ned said that's a G43X. Hell yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will be back tomorrow. I've been live for 1 hour and 84 minutes. I'm out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all joining the live.